towards the sun rays, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. See the horizon, turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight.
Like it would be any other way, Benny. Like it would be any other way.
Lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can
Make me move.
make me move.
Woo! I'm so ready. 1 second, we're just gonna post it. We're live on Facebook and X. Let everyone know where we're going. Look at the little curly cues I got hanging back there today.
So alive, make it last forever. Stop in time, yeah, I'm surrendering. Hold tight, hold tight. Chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights.
Oh, why must I hide this photo so far away from my thumbnails?
Because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can
Make me move. Ah, son of a bitch. Nothing but no foods last night. Well, we've all been there. When do you see the video I got coming up? We're gonna work on editing the cheat weekend video while we're on stream. I got some funny footage for you, buddy. We got some really good footage on it. Crazy numbers. John 6487. How you doing, my brother? How's your day going? Oh, Benny, you're not ready. You're not ready. Hold on. That's what I was working on already. Oh, Benny, you're gonna love this shit. You ever tied a vein off and shot up on some Little Debbie's? Oh, dude, I hope this thumbnail goes fucking big, dude. I tied off with a belt for them Little Debbie sweet rolls, man. Going good, John. Going good. We're on day 4 of the Lion Diet. Everything's going really good. Had a really bad cheat weekend over Thanksgiving. Gained a bunch of weight back. But we're not stressing over it. We're going forward. Big weigh-in tomorrow. Hopefully we're going to be down at least another 5 pounds. But beyond that, going well. Starting to get nasty up here. We got snow like crazy and stuff. So kind of been cooped up in the house for a few days. But beyond that, we're feeling good. We're feeling good.
Until I broke the rules, my life destroyed. Life destroyed.
Oh shoot, you can see on screen, this is the thumbnail for the upcoming video. I'm doing a whole video on the cheat weekend and what happened weight-wise and numbers-wise. Honestly, some crazy numbers. Funnily enough, these are all props I had around. I didn't actually eat all this stuff in the picture. All that stuff's from like July, back when I started the channel, so.
Can I be your
No superhero. The only thing I hate is I left all my notes over in the corner. Let me finish posting this. Your superhero. 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 I just need my channel link. Let's see.
fly away? It's the first time of today. Today to dream.
Oh, we might get some double talk here real quick just while I'm grabbing this link.
All I need. Oh, gonna give it a shot. Only one of me to shield you all from the enemy. You're
Superhero. Your superhero. Still amazing. Yeah, you like that, dude? I'm hoping people are gonna like it. I hope people are gonna like it. I actually do a skit in the beginning where I'm shooting up on the Little Debbies, man. Singing some Bill Withers. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Only darkness every day. Alright, so we are good. We are posted there. We need to post up on Facebook. By the way, we are live on Facebook as of yesterday. Absolutely cannot wait. Cannot wait to get this going as well.
feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for. All is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it
It all fearless. Oh, where'd Benny go? He was talking about bad food and he disappeared.
burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling
My real name is Bill.
exaggerated.
I'm Big Bad Bill.
The story's over.
How's your day going, Ian?
now, I must conclude.
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Happy to be off my cheat weekend. We are 4 days into the Lion Diet. We're feeling good. I actually just housed about 850 grams of bottom round roast, and it was absolutely delightful. 1,100 calories for 200 grams of protein. Woo! Feeling good. Feeling good. We're good. We're recovering from the cheat weekend a little bit. We're coming back from the cheat weekend here a little bit. Facing it all, fearless. So I'm saying, Benny, what do you think of that thumbnail, Benny? You like that? Yeah, I'll bring it up again. I had a ton of fun making this video. Learned our lesson on the cheat too, man. That number at the bottom, no bueno. That was a week. That was our PB. That was our personal best last Monday at 473.8. We were 477.8. So I guess that 488's 0.2 misleading, but wait till you see the intro, Benny. Wait till you see the intro. Singing Bill Withers while I shoot up on Little Debbie's, dude. Oh, it's so good. We're gonna work on it. Burning, they keep burning. Oh, which one? Here we'll show you the intro we're gonna go with. This intro had me dying.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, only darkness every day.
Oh, I'm a goofy goober.
I just went back to 488 pounds.
Funnily enough,
Just
Betty.
over a week away from my...
Funnily enough, when I had my cheat weekend, I had the most formed movements I have had in some time. Oddly enough. And now I'm back on the 4 days of lying, and we're back to the old liquid dance. Most interesting. Makes me curious. Like I said, we're going to go hard for the next 90 days, or, well, technically 86 days now. 86 days, we're going to go super, super hard. Already planned my next cheat day, but my next cheat day is going to be a bit more scientific. So, instead of just diving into Carb and Sugar Central, after 90 days of being on Lion, my cheat meal after the 90 days of Lion is going to be going back to carnivore and just doing a seafood and butter extravaganza. Absolute extravaganza on some lobster, crab, shrimpies, whatever we can do. Maybe we'll just do like a big old pot boil. Crab, lobster, shrimp, sausages, all the good stuff. Yeah, carnivore definitely does. 100% does. I'm on like 4 days in. I'm still feeling it, dude. My joints are still super inflamed. My knees are absolutely killing me. Ate a hamburger last week. It came out in one hot squirt. I don't blame you. Alright, so we're going to start our edit run here. I'm going to block the screen out real quick with my big old beautiful mug because I'm going to dive into my files and uploads on my phone and stuff here. And, well, it's sensitive information that no one else needs to see. So we're going to dive into that. We'll get some jams going again, but... One Yamburger. You know, the funny thing is like, as much as it seems like I had this crazy cheat weekend, it really, all in all, wasn't that nuts. I mean, Thanksgiving Day, I had meatloaf, 1 serving. I had 2 servings of mashed potatoes with butter, so there was that. Brussels sprouts, and my dad did baby squash with, like, cinnamon and maple syrup. Absolutely phenomenal. 2 pieces of pumpkin pie, and that was Thanksgiving Day. Friday, I actually ate normal. I did a big old pot roast, bottom round roast, same thing I did today. Did that on Friday, everything was great. And then Saturday, my wife made fettuccine with broccoli. We did that. We had brownies and garlic bread. So, that's it. Rom, what's up, my dude? Mr. Kick, holding it down over there. And we did that, and then tray of brownies, and then Sunday was kind of just cleaning up the rest of the Alfredo and stuff. So, like, it wasn't like this megaton all-out sweet treats, bags of chips, sodas. Like, there's none of that. It was just, carb-heavy pasta and stuff like that. And the hammer has been dropped. Rob, you're so unprepared for the video I'm working on. I'll show you the beginning. We just watched it, but I'll show it to you again. Oh, hold on. I'm blocking the screen here. You ever tied the vein off, Rob, and shot up on some Little Debbie? Because that's where the video is going today. God damn, hold on. I keep full screening on OBS.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
That's what I'm saying, Carver. It's like not a crazy cheat weekend. It's insane for what the numbers showed, though. This video I'm working on goes over all the numbers, my blood pressure, blood sugar spike, like everything that happened from it. It's absolutely crazy. And I think maybe it's carbs and grits, yeah. It's only those days. Yeah, no, it's only a couple days.
480.
But the thing was, I think it affected me so heavy just because I was on carnivore, strict as hell for 7 weeks, and that was the first cheat I've had the entire time. And I think just my body going from one extreme to the other, it just started screaming. I didn't know what the hell was going on. Mainline the Whataburger, dude, I'm telling you. Oh man, this is gonna be a fun fucking video. We're gonna work on this and edit a little bit while we're going here. Alright, so we are. Wait, I learned a trick. You ready? Shift, control, bam! Deletes everything before that. Punches my video to the beginning of the timeline. I'm starting to edit like an edit guy. Starting to edit like an actual edit guy. Took a while. Took a long time. Alright, ignore the word where my belt's around my neck. Don't worry about it. Alright, the part where the belt's around my neck and I whisper calmly, don't give up. Just ignore that whole thing. I only one hamburger steakhouse burger here in Paraguay. Is a little sauce, pretty pure stuff, but still with only one tomato, and the buns came out crazy after 9 weeks clean. Yeah. Yeah, it's just, I think your body just adjusts so hard to the carnivore side of things that when you revert back, man, it's like nuclear bomb. My blood sugar was an average of mid-80s. The entire 7 weeks of carnivore, I was like 81 to like an 88 max blood sugar. Within 3 days, I was hitting like 128 on blood sugar. Dude, my blood pressure I averaged over the course of 7 weeks of carnivore, I was like 125 over like 78, low 80s, somewhere in there. So super, super good. My blood pressure on day 3 was 158 over 98. That's like almost call the ambulance time. Pretty crazy stuff. Absolutely crazy stuff. So, I don't know. Like I said, I think it's just going from one extreme to the other. It's kind of like starting carnivore, where it's a lot easier starting carnivore if you go into keto, then you stage into carnivore, then you stage into lion. It's so much easier to do it that way. If you want to do cheat meals, it's probably the other way. If you're like lion, drop down to carnivore, then drop down to keto, slowly introduce like avocado and keto-friendly veggies and stuff like that, and then have your cheat, and it probably won't be near as bad. But just that night-to-day difference, holy shit. Very, very interesting stuff. All right, I am going to Control F. Okay, so that worked. All right, so I'm going to full screen myself. I am going to pull some files up here. I got to pull the last set of footage I took off of my phone here. We're going to get it uploaded, then we can start editing this video. Get some jams going again, though. Yeah, Rom, what I'm saying is like when you're initially starting carnivore. Not like after, I'm not saying like after the cheat stage back in, but it's the initial start of carnivore, how it was easier doing like the step up into it. Saying it'd probably be easier on your body if you stage down to a cheat meal. We are copied there. Double check we're copied. Ba-da-ba-ba-da. Content Master Daily done. We're gonna do some cool animation stuff on this one. We're gonna try and get not super crazy on editing, but we're gonna try and interject some pretty cool green screen stuff into this one. I cannot wait to have an actual green screen. I'm gonna be able to do so much stuff. We're gonna have so much fun doing it. Like ice cream, yeah. That's another thing. I did have a little tiny thing of Ben & Jerry's ice cream on Sunday night. I did have that. Yeah, that's kind of how it was for me too. I think just that carb heavy, just big bowls of pasta and stuff, that's really what affected me, I think. Whoa, I'm throwing stuff. Okay. That's it, man. If you're going to do it, you might as well do it. We're going to get our reps in quick while we're waiting for this clip to upload. It actually ended up a lot longer than I thought. This ended up being like a 15-minute clip. I was shooting for a 5-minute video. I guess it might be a little bit longer. Yeah, boy! Do it good. But yeah, my next cheat's gonna be just normal carnivore. I can't wait. Yeah, I had the MRI the other day and it showed nothing new. The meniscus we were worried about is okay, but the degeneration behind my kneecap is getting worse, unfortunately. And that's leading to a lot of instability. I mean, I get up, if I twist side to side or anything, it feels like them knees just want to bust right out from each other, man. It's not good. It's not good. Not good, but the major concern, the meniscus tear that we were worried about, is not there. So we're lucky. Meniscus is fully intact. That's the support ring, so we're looking good so far. Technically, I'm off of light duty, but I don't know. My knees have been so bad the last couple days. We're going to try and get into the pool probably next week. Like I said, I've been super light on exercise this week. By that, I mean basically this thing, and that's about it. I have not had carnivore ice cream yet, but it sounds really good. Yep, that's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing, man. Biggest thing, I just want to keep them intact before I need just a major surgery or something. Luckily, I'm still at the point where surgery still is an option. It's not like, okay, something goes bad, we just have to do a full replacement or anything. I do have surgical options. So, we got stuff to work with. We're really taking it nice and easy. I do not want any injury. Woo! Alright, we are fully uploaded on our clip. Luckily, the walking's at a bare minimum because we just started getting snow up here. We got almost a foot of snow in the last few days here, so it's basically been cooped up inside for the last 3 days. Barely hear me over the tunes? Okay. Tell me if that is better. Yeah, patience has got to be the name of the game. Got to be the name of the game. As much as I want to go super hard and just push, I just can't right now. It's the hardest part of the whole thing, because knowing this is your only goal, it's the only thing you want to do and everything you want to accomplish, and knowing you have to pace yourself. The other tricky part with the Lyme disease, it's spreading like crazy. My elbows, my shoulders. I was rubbing the wife's shoulders the other night. My thumb almost came right out. So, I don't know. Crazy stuff. I have the follow-up. It's still 2.5 weeks out. I get to go see ortho again, so we'll find out a lot more then. But likely, even though I'm off light duty, I'm going to keep myself light duty for the next 2.5 weeks until I actually get the appointment. Sounds good. I changed that audio input to the actual different USB port, so I think that probably messed with the volume a little bit from last time. I never know, because 90% of the time I put a YouTube video on and people start going, I can't hear shit. I can't wait for my new microphone. It'll be here Saturday. I cannot wait. Hopefully. It says it'll be here Saturday. It also hasn't shipped yet, so somewhat disconcerting. Anyone else having a problem with shipping for Black Friday stuff or anything you order? Because I did some Black Friday stuff. And there's like 2 things I'm claim they're being delivered in 2 days, but haven't even shipped yet. So I don't know. Why did my camera just turn red? That was so weird. Strange. I also had a lot of problems because also be oxalate dumping. I had severe back pain, so I started dumping lots of oxalate. The frown flared up at first. I was dry needle for some time. Whew. I knew all muscles. It was all those in my lower arms. Yeah, it sounds painful, man. It sounds painful. Said it's tricky. Was that like post when you did your cheat day, or was that kind of just run-of-the-mill stuff that happens to you constantly? It's wild. It's wild how hard it hits you. And my wife is in here. She can attest. She's in chat. She can attest to how rough the last few days have been for her. I gotta remind me in a little bit, Betty. I got a really funny doctor story for you. I got a really, really funny doctor story from you for yesterday. All right. After like 8 months, gotcha. Try needle for some time. Good salt and bone broth. Yeah, I need to start making some broth. I really need to get some broth going. I made tallow over the weekend. Been using my own homemade tallow. It's been working really good. I should have done it one more time. I did stovetop at first. I should have done crock pot. My second phase of melting it down, I did crock pot. It worked a lot better. It's almost, it's like pure white, but it still just has that little tinge of beefy smell to it. So I probably could have gotten away with like one more time running it through. 181, about 73. I was in severe lower back pains. Yeah, it sucks, brother. That sucks. Is it improving for you at all, though, over the course of carnivore? All right, let's get us back in. Sweet, want to chop. All gone, dude. That's what we like to hear. It's shit like that that gives me hope. Shit like that gives me hope, man. I just want my joints back. You give me my cartilage back right now, I'll conquer the fucking world at this point. It is the only thing holding me back. That's what we love, the big water chug. Big hydrating chug. Everyone make sure you're hydrated up. Like I said, once we get all set up on Twitch and stuff too, we're going to have hydration timers. We're going to do a whole bunch of stuff. We'll get some bots set up. We'll have a downright good time. Alright, I was hoping this footage was going to come out good. I really one-took most of this stuff. I was zoomed in a lot more than I thought it was, but I think we can work with it. I believe we can work with it. Number one, simply because I don't want to reshoot it. No energy and back pain, just thought I was done. Before for like 10 months, I worked like a beast. If I was 25, no joke, dude. That's so awesome, dude. That's so awesome. No energy, burnout, and back pains. See, the thing is like, I have severe depression and stuff, but I think I've always had depression to a degree, but not to the point where it really affected my life. When my joints started to go and I started to be super, super limited, that's when the depression really took off. All of my depression, a lot of my anxiety, it all just stems from the joint damage. It really does. It restricts you so much in life in so many different ways. It just screws you up. It screws you up bad, and I think the depression, anxiety, sadness, anger, that's all just a huge side effect of that. But the base depression, the void, all that, we've all talked about the void and stuff in streams before. It's like, I've definitely been there in the past. Definitely been there in the past. But it stems from the physical damage and how limited you are. It truly does. There's so many things I want to be doing right now. There's so many things I want to be doing. I want to be outside shoveling all my walkways in the snow. I want to be walking the dog around the lake. I want to go see friends. I want to go see family. I want to get out and do this and do that and go walk around the mall and go shopping and do all this stuff. And like, man, it really goes, oh, I know you have. You've been here since the beginning, man. I think you were like one of my first fucking 3 or 4 subs on YouTube. Same, dude. I'm a social butterfly. I love being out doing stuff and just feeling the sun and being outside and exploring places and traveling. I used to travel so much. So much. There's so many cool places to go in the U.S. There's still states I haven't even been to. I mean, my whole goal is to see all 50 states. And I've only been to, I think I'm sitting at like 32 states right now. There's still a lot of states I need to go see. A lot. Primarily the Northwest. I've never been to the North Central, like the Dakotas, Northwest, Seattle. I've been to California. I've been to Nevada. I've been to Wyoming. Everything south of that, but Montana, Idaho. Oh my God, I'd love to go up there. Alaska. I would kill to go see Alaska. It's got to be amazing up there. South America, too. There's got to be so many cool spots in South America to go see. So many cool spots. I'd love to go down and see like Peru and stuff. Oh my God. And for that to happen, I'd have to be able to fit into an aeroplane again. I'd drive it, but nah. Alright, so we got that. Can we not click and drag? Okay, so that means we're going to close DaVinci. That's what I'm saying. I was self-employed, window washer. My clients were rich to poor. Love the interactions of the hard week. Ladder a lot in the Netherlands. Yeah, it's awesome. I know, I can't wait. I just want to travel again. I want to see new places. I want to smell new fucking cities. I want to just explore. I want to get out there and see things again. Truly do. Ladder a lot in the Netherlands. That sounds fun, dude. I'm sure you met just a wide array of awesome people doing that, too. Oh, Benny, I did OTR for about, I want to say like 2 months. I could not cut it as OTR. I like being home too much. I did OTR until I got hired at an oil field company where I could go home every night, and yeah, it just turned into that. The vast majority of my driving was oil field tankers, low boys, flatbeds, hauling rig mats, stuff like that. And it was all 12, 13 hour shift. Go run your shift, go home for the night, come back in the morning. It was fantastic. I miss doing it, man. Something about having that much torque and 18 gears, and Northeast Pennsylvania is some of the diciest roads in the goddamn country, man. Sketchy stuff. Where there's windows, we were there. You'll skyrocket. That's it. Well, the energy levels. I've already noticed the energy difference, man. That's what I'm saying. That's the hardest part. I'm sitting here ready to go. I just want to, like, I'm ready. I'm ready to go, and my joints are holding me back so hard. So hard. All right. So like clockwork, I'm going to open. Which way do I go? This way. I'm going to reopen DaVinci Resolve, and it's going to have an update. I guarantee it. Where is it? I guarantee there's an update. I guarantee. Crashed it out for so much. Yeah, OTR is no joke, man. And a lot of those companies, man, they just want to trap you out there. I mean, literally the guy training me is like, oh yeah, I hope you don't expect to see home once more than every other 2 months or so. I'm like, dude, what? How do you think that makes me want to stay at this job? The minute that dude said that, I was putting in applications other places. Yeah, OTR sucks. And also, when I did do OTR, all the states I visited doing OTR, I don't even count as places I've visited. It's nice. I mean, you see all the sights and stuff, but you don't get to enjoy any of it. That and staying healthy on the road is, it's difficult. It is difficult eating healthy while you're on the road that long. See all the guys that have been doing it 20 years, they're all our size, man. Backs are shot, knees are shot. They're just not having a good time. And now, like clockwork, I can click and drag. Woo, there's gonna be a lot of editing. Be there behind the scenes, watching everything from a distance. Yeah, I hear you. Yep, that OTR stuff. You're seeing a whole lot of the country and all sorts of sites and cities and all this stuff. You're watching it through a window while you drive through, and that's it. And you really don't even get to look at the sights, because when you weigh 100,000 pounds of vehicle, if you're not, you got to be paying attention non-stop driving those things. I mean, I used to have people tell me, "Oh, you just drive for a job." It's like, dude, I used heavy haul in the oil field, machinery and stuff. I had times where my truck and trailer weighed 140,000 pounds. And if you're not paying attention for 1 second, you catch a dirt patch in the wrong spot or something, you're killing people in those things. Absolutely killing them. So you don't get to see the sights. You do briefly, but you're paying attention to driving when you're driving. I mean, it's the minute you're in motion, you're on the clock and you're going. It's basically hold a wheel, mirror, mirror. Mirror, mirror. And that's what you do for 10 hours straight. Especially a highway truck. All the highway trucks are automatic. You don't even have fun throwing gears around anymore or anything. I had fun doing it, though. I truly miss doing it, but I could never go back. My knees are just too screwed up. Love that work? Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure, Carnivore. That sounds super, super fun. Although, I don't know, man. Heights? I'm not so good on heights. I tragically don't have a good sense of balance, so heights kind of throw me off. Alright, I think this is where I hit the keeper footage. Alright, so we're going to try this crazy trick again. Let's see if I do this right. Shabam! Oh my god, I love that key combo. Oh yeah, absolutely, dude. I'm a social butterfly. Spread my wings, talk to everybody out there. I used to do no-call sales. I do just show up out of nowhere to sell power equipment to people, man. I've walked into so many crazy places and met so many crazy people doing it. Afraid to at first? Yeah, but being my side, I used to work construction too. My dad, by the time I hit like 300 pounds, he's like, "You're not even going up ladders anymore." Plus, the thing is, you guys doing windows, you have so much safety equipment on, it's not even funny, right? You guys are just strapped in 20 different ways. I'm sure you got a whole procedure about where you're latching your safety stuff onto and everything else. I've seen a little bit on it, but it's good. It's good, it's good, it's good. I'm sure you guys have a version of OSHA over there, too. OSHA in the U.S. is like all the safety regulations for construction sites. Which is funny, because they trained everyone to make fun of OSHA and think OSHA's bad, when OSHA is literally there to protect our goddamn lives from a company that doesn't give a shit about them. Alright, so we're going to try something a little tricky here. I want to see. Cracky. Not stretch region. What am I looking for? What am I looking for? Rules are too much for the times indeed. Yeah. I use my safety gear in the machines. Gotcha. Till they saw it. Sucks isn't working. Yeah, I get that, Rom. I get that. I always had a respect for OSHA. Like, the inspectors are douchebags. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong on that. But I always considered them. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Those rules are in place for a reason. They're there to protect us. They're not there to protect the companies. They're there, and if anyone, the company should hate them because it's slowing down their work process. But I haven't worked an OSHA-regulated job in a long, long time. The most OSHA thing I've had in the last 15 years outside of the oil field was basically the warehouse I managed the fleet in for drivers. I'd have to walk across the floor to go out of the building, and that was about it. We don't want to highlight stitch. There's a cool effect I saw yesterday. No, I don't want a sniper sight on myself. Exxon, you said. Yeah, Oilfield doesn't mess around. Oilfield standards are fucking crazy, man. I drove Oilfield and then I also did a... there we go. Alright, so we're going to pause this. So I'm trying to go for like a distorted effect where I come out of shooting up on the Little Debbies. That's because replacing the skilled labor is harder than desired. Oh, yeah, dude. The amount of knowledge you got to have on those frac sites and drill pads and stuff.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
That didn't turn out as good as I like.
Welcome back, my friends.
It didn't turn out as good as I like. This might be an editing project for later. I'm not going to lie. There's going to be a lot of editing in this video here. Especially with the effects I'm going for. Alright, so we want to trim that right about now. Alright. I thought... Oh, it could be a flying flag? Oh my god. Yeah, the knowledge, man. It takes so long. So long. Actually, probably if I had to redo things, I probably would have gone into Oilfield Tech. Become a company man, dude. The guys that actually know about the drilling processes themselves and control the entire sites. Money, dude. Money. Absolute money. Easy schedule. Sit in the trailer all day looking at a computer. Those guys make ridiculous money. Those guys make $300,000-400,000 grand a year. Could have gone to LSU for Oilfield Tech. Gee-haw, Tigers. When I got to Louisiana and first realized in Louisiana, go is spelled G-E-A-U-X. What a trip that was. What if we go digital glitch? Maybe the glitch looks a little better. Yeah, that looks way better.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
How's that look for coming out of a little Davy injection?
Welcome back, my friends. It has been...
So wait, hold on. We cut off... Well, let's cut off the end of that. Link those. Does that automatically add the distortion?
Ooh.
Okay, so it doesn't. Let's go. Wait. Unlink. Digital glitch into this one. Alright. Now we're gonna link those bad jammies together.
Here we are. Ooh. Ooh.
I actually think I want to trim that. Oops. I do not want to do that. I definitely miss the oilfield work, though. I do. I had a ton of fun out there doing that stuff. Grandma's birthday. Oh, my God. They do. Rom, let me ask you. You know a little town off the I-10. It's just east of Lafayette when you're heading towards Baton Rouge. There's a town called Breaux Bridge. B-R-E-A-U-X. Breaux Bridge. And when you get off that exit, you go maybe a half mile, and on the right side, there's a little restaurant called Crazy Bout Crawfish. That is one of my favorite restaurants in the world. In the world. No psychedelic, yeah. Unfortunately, it's like I got like digital glitch, or I got like the one where it's just kind of like hazy bubbles. Although I should look into it. Maybe there's some other ones I can download. Upgrade is back into it. You've never been? You end up over that way again, Rob. Check it out, I'm telling you. It's like maybe 10, 15 minutes past Lafayette on the I-10. But you happen to be cruising through and you see that exit. Hop off and get yourself a little crawfish étouffée. Well, if it's a cheat day. Or the dog and make meat. Be back later. Sounds good. Carnivore will be going for, we'll be live for at least another 3 hours or so. You know what? That I-10 corridor in Louisiana, I've been off every exit, every hole in the wall. I have been to everywhere in Louisiana. I did door-to-door power equipment sales down there. I was constantly hunting down farmers, contractors, everywhere. The backwoods was my money. Everyone else hung out in the city centers. They'd like go all over Lafayette and shit. I'd be hours out in the backwoods. They'd be out doing, they'd be in the middle of Lafayette or Baton Rouge and shit trying to sell to all these big corporations. I'd be out in the backwoods between like Lafayette and Alexandria, man, out in the swamps finding those people, dude. You'd be surprised how many of them old swamp heads whip $5,000 cash out of their pocket to buy some equipment. It was always fun. But I'll tell you what, I ran into some of the most interesting people I've ever met in those swamps. Some of the nicest, too. Absolute nicest people I've ever met. Though some of them, man, they speak such thick Cajun, man. Some of them guys you can't even understand. You really can't understand a word they're saying, especially like me being from the north. Get down that beach, that mosquito going to carry you away there, boy. I said, what? Yeah, Benny, I think that's the best we got with kind of a haze coming out of anything. I wish it was a little better, but we could be a flying flag. That does nothing. We could have night vision. I could have night vision, but I can't have psychedelic stuff. Yeah, it's either that or like this noise distortion's like the best we got, and that kind of just like bobbleheads you. Understand them, but I live here. Okay, all right. Well, you can decipher them. Being from the north, man. I'm from north of the Mason-Dixon line. You gotta understand, that's some gibberish to me out in them swamps. I was starting to pick it up pretty good by the time I left. I was starting to get a southern draw. I was out there so much, I swear. I came back, my mom had to slap me upside of the head when I started talking to her. Oh, maybe this stretch one would be good. Video camera, watermark. Hold on, let's see. I want to see what this one does. Let's move this one. Let's relink these. I think the tricky thing is these being prior separate clips, I think I have to do these at the same time. Let's see what stretch region does. Why is that so choppy? Something happened there. Uh-oh. A bag. Vague. Roof. The roof is on fire. I don't know why that clip is so bugged out right now. Uh-oh. Is that just me or is my whole cheese? Okay, no.
That a 3-day cheap meal extravaganza wasn't going to set me back weeks of work. But here we are.
I appear to have fucked something up here. Maybe not northern enough. Yeah, I'm close. I'm barely north. More central than anything. North is them New Hampshire folk and them Massachusetts. You're probably talking Massachusetts. Mike, get in the car. Mike, get in the car. We're going to get some lobster. That's probably what you're talking. That's also like New Hampshire, Rhode Island. All those guys talk like that. Connecticut. Mac, get in the car. Although I say all of them, my sister-in-law is from Mass. Worcester, Mass. But she actually talks very normally. More Midwestern. Talk like Wisconsin? Oh, don't you know. That's more Canadian. Jesus. Not great with accents. Not great. We shan't go oot to boot with oot our boots. I can speak some Canadian, though. So I speak fluent Canadian. Allahu Akbar. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. Why is that not changing the scene? Yeah. Wisconsin accent. Yeah. Wisconsin's just, so you might as well be a Canadian. Them in like northern Michigan. Oh, yeah. Well, I fucked up editing here somehow, so we're going to see how far undo can take us back. And that right there is why I love having an undo key, because, oh my god. Oh, Scott, you guys let me know if this is boring as shit for you, too. Like I said, I'm going to have to concentrate the hell out of editing this thing. I got a lot of tricky stuff I'm trying to do on this one. And probably having 92 web tabs open for Reacts, having a stream going, and 2 monitors going. Might be a Texans. Oh, yeah, they're just Ice Texans for sure. Oh, yeah, they're the Eskimo versions of Texans for sure. I got a buddy that lives up Wisconsin way. Actually, where's Bucky? I don't know if Bucky's in here. Bucky's from Wisconsin. We got Bucky's always in chat in here. He's a Wisconsinite. He's one of them cheeseheads. I got a real good friend I've been gaming with for the better part of like 10 or 15 years. Since way back, like 2015 I met him or so. I've been gaming with him for a long time. He's been in Wisconsin. Seems like an interesting place. So that's another state I've never been to. I've never been to Wisconsin, Michigan, North or South Dakota. Everything south of there I've been. Never been to Idaho. Never been to Montana. Never been to Washington, Oregon. Florida, believe it or not. I've never been to Florida. I've been to every state that touches Florida. I've been to Alabama, been to Georgia, been all through there. But I've never been to Florida once in my life. And I just refuse to go because fuck Florida. Lives in cold Texas, warm Wisconsin. Yeah, pretty much, dude. Pretty much. I'm trying to think. Where else have I not been? I've not been to Maine. I have not been to Maine. I absolutely want to see Maine. I lived in Canada for a while. I lived in Ontario for a little bit. So I guess really I don't have that many I haven't been to. I've been to Arizona, been to New Mexico, been in Nevada. Actually, if I had to say the worst state I've been to or traveled through or done anything in, Nevada. I drove across the entire state of Nevada in the beginning of August, and holy shit. Like, Texas is rough, dude. Driving through Nevada, oh my god. It was like 108 degrees. It was my big ass and a buddy of mine in a 3-cylinder Geo Metro with no AC. Ooh, what a road trip. What a road trip. I remember that one till the day I die. Alright, so I think we're going to tinker with these clips one more time. If they end up bugging out again, we will probably move into some reaction stuff. I actually got a Dave Mack video I want to react to today. It appears Dave Mack talks to a converted vegan who went carnivore. And I'm very interested to watch that. We'll do some Dave Mack react. I got Anthony Chaffee on standby. I want to see him too. It's also Reed's weigh-in day. Reed is another guy who's doing a weight loss journey like mine. Very different style from mine, but his weigh-ins are Thursdays. So we'll keep track of his weigh-in. I want to see how he's doing because mine and his weight are like neck and neck. We are like right there between each other, back and forth. Also Ethan Bernard. So we're going to start keeping track of those guys a little bit. The Vegan Preacher. Yeah, Ram. Yeah. I wanted to do a react to that one today. I haven't had a chance to see it yet. I don't ever feel my burn it. Dude, I'm gonna tell you what too. My know what's going on. My YouTube is not doing fantastic. We're doing really, really good on YouTube. We're doing really, really good on YouTube. We're starting to get like 1,000 views per short. Super steady, like 800 to 1,000 views a short. Then it went down to like 600s. Now, the last few days, man, I've had videos doing like 150 views and stuff again. Also, there was also just, I believe, earlier in the week or the tail end of last week, there's 21 million YouTube accounts banned. So I don't know if those were bots, if bots were viewing my shit. Usually YouTube accounts for bot views. So like I'll have a video and it'll hit like 1,000 views, and all of a sudden like an hour later it's at like 950. So like 50 bot views just get removed. So it wasn't like I was getting bot views or anything crazy like that, but I know YouTube just had this major ban, and now ever since, I don't know if the algorithm's all screwed up or what's going on, but man, I have not been doing fantastic on YouTube. We are not dead on YouTube, but whoo, them numbers are not fantastic. They are not super good. And again, I know it's not your favorite place, Ron. I'm killing it on TikTok. This is big when views decline in January, February, notoriously low view. Yeah, I kind of figured over the course of the winter it's going to be the slowest part. I also figured the last couple months are also, I looked into a lot of the steady months too. September, October are really, really busy months. But yeah, YouTube, I'm telling you, YouTube is tough right now. It's tough. I'm barely getting views on there. Especially the last long form I did, the lion video, day one, dude, I put a lot of work into that. It's 111 views. Woo! So we'll see what happens. Luckily, TikTok's still taking off like crazy. Did start Facebook. I don't know if you guys are on Facebook at all, or you go to Facebook or anything like that. Yeah, TikTok might be the way. We'll see what happens. I'm still gonna, no matter what, I'm gonna post on everything. I do have, if anyone's interested, I do have a link tree now. So if anyone's interested in any of my other links, I do Rumble, I do TikTok, I do Instagram, I do every single platform there is. X, now Facebook. I just added Facebook the other day. I do have a Facebook page available. Fish odor syndrome, that's awesome, Benny. We love to hear that. You have not turned into a sardine, confirmed. We love to hear it. We absolutely love to hear it. See, I meant for that to come off as like coming out of a haze groan. CPM, yeah, it's more, I mean, honestly, dude, making money on any of them anymore isn't the platform itself, even YouTube. It's all, when it comes to making money doing this stuff anymore, it's all sponsors. It's either streaming where the subs are, the subs and donos and all that stuff, or it's sponsors through YouTube and TikTok. It's just getting enough views and enough of a fan base where you actually have sponsors want to back you up. That's where all the money is. Yeah. It's easy to get big. But yeah, actually making money from TikTok itself is like almost non-existent. Nor am I planning on it. But like I said, it's just getting a big enough of a following to get a decent sponsor to back you up. I get I get Element or someone to respond to me because I've been reaching out to people. I get one of them to respond to me here and just say, oh, bam, well, if you hit X mark, bam, we'll give you X amount per month to show our product all the time and stuff. And like I said, if I do get to the point where I'm backed by a product or something, it's going to be something I support. I'm not just going to take any bullshit product and just try and yuck it. But we'll see what happens. Redmond, any of those guys, man, I'd love to hear back from any of them. But again, I think I'm too small right now. I went down, I was close to like 60K views for the last 28 days, and over the past course of the week, I'm down like back in the 40s again. So it's rough. It's hard. Putting a lot of work into this stuff and being my main thing right now. It's tough to see to not succeed, especially when there's like 10 other guys that are doing the same thing and they all get millions of views, yet I'm just the odd man. No, I'm just the odd man out. But no matter what, whatever platform's working, I'm going to continually post to all of them. I'm having too much fun doing this stuff. Like I said, I'm not mega worried over money yet. I would like to be able to make a living doing this stuff. But again, we're just going to keep pushing. We're going to keep the good attitude, and we're just going to get it. We're going to keep it going. All right. So I think we're going to move on to some React stuff. I'm going to take a 5-minute break quick. I'm going to let the puppy out real quick. I'm going to grab some fresh water. I will be right back. I'll leave you guys some jams, and I owe you a set, and we'll do a React to Mr. Dave Mack as soon as we come back. Sorry for this editing stuff. I thought it was going to be a lot more fun to watch, but there's so many tricky things I'm trying to do in this video. It's just going to end up me sitting here staring at the screen grumbling, why isn't this working? This should be going here. That should be working like this. It's not working like this. I start stomping my feet. So we're going to get some jams going. I will be right back.
You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I'm gonna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. 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 I just need to. I just need to clear my head. I just need to. I just need to clear my head. I just need to. I just need to clear my head. I just need to. I just need to clear my head. Can't focus. I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my. I just need to clear my head. Oh, clear my head. I just need to clear my head. I just need to clear my head. Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna light it up tonight. We gonna light it up tonight. We gonna light it up just like the sunrise. We gonna light it up now. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming
broken alone. I feel the rain crashing down. All around this empty town, we're searching for the lost and found. But you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air, like a blazing flare. Don't stare, cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. You meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. My darling dear, you're never here. When I'm in pain, you hide and disappear. Like shadows in the atmosphere, charting the stratosphere. Yeah. I prayed for you and kept you near, in hopes you'd chase away my fears. I'm on my own, you made it so, and now I'm chasing nightmares through. I used to run with you through the great big leaves, laugh at you when you laugh at me. Hope for us because I believe the home was just you and me. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know. Oh, I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh,
There is nothing. Spice Importer Warehouse, all Indian, UK, African foods. Nothing. Was there just nothing there that they're importing, or tariff shit? They're not bringing stuff in, or is it just all stuff we could have? We're back. 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 All right. So number one, first and foremost, let's check in on Mr. Reed. I want to see how he's weighing in. Reed weighs about what I weigh, and Reed is about 1.5 feet shorter than me. So we're going to check him out, see how he's doing.
So it's time to weigh in again today after the holiday week. Last week I weighed in at 470.2 pounds, which set me down a total of 97.0 pounds. So let's get the weigh-in done today. Hello.
Come on, Reed. Be a good number.
469.0.
I got you.
469.0. So
It's down 1.2.
1.2 pounds from yesterday. Not quite that 467.2 we're looking for. But through the holiday week, we lose 1.2 pounds. I'll take it. As I've said before, and I'll say again, I know we've been hovering around this spot for a while. We want to hit that 100-pound down mark. But at the end of the day,
Sounds
even
about
when
right,
I
Ron.
hit it, it's not a stopping point. It's just the beginning. So we got to keep grinding, keep working, and we will hit it. Love y'all, Reed Squad. Hey, Reed Squad. So it's
The thing is, I feel like Reed he doesn't share his actual diet stuff. Like everyone else I know that's kind of doing the weight loss thing that we're doing really talks about their diet and their intake and what they're doing. I think he's really just trying to go pure gym, man. I don't know if he's gonna make it. I don't know if he's gonna hold it off. It's like every other week he gains back, but more power to him. Hopefully he keeps it off. Eat some sardines, son. That's what I'm saying, dude. Well, for you anyway, not for me, not for me. All right, we got another Anthony Chaffee video. I want to check this one out because we love Anthony around here.
Explain this. Millions of years ago, when our ancestors started eating,
let me know if that's too loud. We got new volume settings and stuff, so hopefully that's not
2.5 million years ago, when the ice ages started, Homo habilis went up into the ice, hunting megafauna, and turned into apex predators, top of the food chain, and that's how they survived. With this change into hypercarnivory, becoming an apex predator, and being able to eat largely, if not exclusively, meat.
Yeah, dude, I'll tell you, he weighs what I weigh, but he's a foot and a half shorter. He is a foot and a half shorter than me. Actually, I say a foot and a half. We kind of gauged it. Me and a buddy watched his weigh in the other day, and we gauged it off the light switch next to him and the standard height for a light switch. He's probably only like 5'1", 5'2". He's a very, very short gentleman. And his worst, he was worse than me. I think he was 4.5 pounds heavier than me at my absolute worst, so he's lucky. He's very lucky he has knees at this point. You look at his legs are actually bowed out at his knees. I don't know how he walks. I really don't, but more power to him, man. More power to him. I'm hungry for some megafauna. Dude, imagine putting a woolly mammoth down. Dude, woolly mammoth had to have tasted so good. I'm pretty sure we've had this talk a few times, but the mammoth, God, it has to taste so good. Gotta be just like bison-y and beefy and, oh, God.
Especially in the Arctic Circle during the ice ages, how evolution increased exponentially in our height and brain size. It was the fastest growth in brain size that we've ever measured in the fossil record. This continued until about 10 to 15,000 years ago, when there was a sharp decline. Instead of exponential growth, there was an immediate drop by 11% brain volume.
And is that drop when agriculture began?
In men, and 17% reduction in brain size in women. This reduction in brain size happened overnight from an evolutionary perspective. It happened within generations, not hundreds of years or thousands of years. Brain size reduced, height reduced by 5 to 6 inches. There were signs of chronic disease and infectious disease, poor wound healing, smaller jaws, crooked teeth, and rotting teeth, whereas before we didn't see that in the fossil record. This is when evidence of chronic disease started to arise, and as far back as the Ebers Papyrus thousands of years ago in ancient Egypt, which was a large grain-eating population that had documented records of diseases that sound like diabetes.
Can you just turn around and
Nice.
Also, what did you have in your...
There was one in there the other day, so.
That's what it is.
There's so many cool fucking. I've seen some elephants as long as they're legal and managing the herds well. I don't know, man. I couldn't eat an elephant, dude. Elephants are too cool. They're too chill of an animal, man. I couldn't do it.
Diabetes,
I
what
wouldn't
we
feel
would call
right.
today Alzheimer's, and also the symptoms that people would get right before they drop dead of a heart attack. Diabetes was first described by that name in 200 BC, 2,200 years ago, and has persisted in plaguing humanity since then. This decline in the height, health, and brain size of people when shifting from a pre-agricultural carnivore-based diet to a post-agricultural plant-based diet is seen
It's like I called it agriculture for the win. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff over there I wouldn't feel right eating, man. They're just too unique. Too unique. Fucking giraffe, I couldn't. Fucking lion, any of that shit, dude. I just couldn't do it. Elephant. None of it. I couldn't do none of it, I tell you.
Everywhere around the world that it happened, every time in history that it happened as well. We even saw this more recently with the Native Americans and Aboriginal Australians in the late 1800s when they were transitioned to a more Western plant-based diet, and their height, health, and brain size reduced immediately as well. There's a study called Tallest in the World, published in 2001, that used original source data from the late 1800s where they measured people from all over the Great Plains in the Native American populations, such as the Cheyenne, and found that they were the tallest human beings alive on Earth at that time. The most interesting part of that study is that they say explicitly that
it's fucking interesting. You don't really take Native Americans for being super, super tall, but I guess they were, huh? All that bison. Dude, I want some bison. Oh, I haven't had bison in forever. Forever. I would love some little bison medallion steaks right now. Oh, that shit.
The younger men were the shortest in the tribe.
That's usually what I was finding at Aldi. I was getting bison super, super regularly at Aldi, and then they just like stopped carrying. I'm gonna have to talk to my Aldi's contacts, see if they're gonna have it again anytime soon.
The fathers were much taller than them, and the grandfathers were much taller than that, because this study and these measurements were done after the bison were wiped out in America and their major food source was destroyed. Then they were put on the reservations and put onto a more agricultural-based diet.
But
and
we
you
had
see within
reservations.
3 generations, massive reduction in their height and health. Native Americans and Australian Aboriginals are some of the sickest individuals in both of those countries, and they have a far higher rate of chronic disease than their European counterparts. This was also studied in depth in real time by Dr. Weston A. Price 100 years ago when he went around to indigenous populations around the world that were in the middle of transitioning to a more Western
Really,
diet
to this day,
approach.
I've never been
And
to
he
a
saw
reservation. Well, I've been to one. My grandparents, when I was younger, took me to, I forget what celebration. It was a big, big celebration. They have this huge festival for it, and they took me up to a reservation up here. There's still a ton in New York. Actually, there's a fun game for you Texans to play. Try and pronounce some of the city names in New York, like upstate New York. We're up in Onondaga. Onondaga has a big reservation up there. We went there for a big old celebration. Stream to bison is sweet and very lean, though. Yeah. It's so good, though. I love me some bison.
real time, the degradation in health, development, and jaw size, tooth decay, crooked teeth, and poor developed hard palates and fallen dental arches. Whereas previous generations that had not transitioned to the Western diet had none of these signs of poor development. He found that he could reverse these in real time if people were still developing by giving them meat and animal fat. And he theorized that the development of the jaw and facial structures were dependent on fat-soluble vitamins only found in animal fat. And this is confirmed in dentistry journals today.
I'll tell you what, I did not get enough fat today. Where's my daily log? I was very light on fat today. I'm already done eating for the day, too. Mostly because I don't have anything thawed out to eat for the rest of the day. But I came out real low tonight. Yeah, I'm only at 53 grams of fat for 260 grams of fucking protein. Almost 270 grams of protein. Those bottom round roasts, man, they just do not have a lot of fat on them. They do not have a lot of fat on them. They're so good, though.
These findings are also all throughout modern-day anthropology, where they show that the pre-agricultural population is still living their natural way with their natural diet. They don't get any of the chronic diseases that we get, and yet they live
Billy, you get even
as
east
long
of there,
or
too, up
longer
around, like,
than
Syracuse
people in
area and
Western
stuff.
countries.
Oh, yeah.
Infant mortality
Oh, yeah.
rate is high, so the average life expectancy from birth is lower. However, when living to adulthood, they live just as long, if not longer.
Get not
And
dox
they
yourself.
die
You in
from
Ontario,
are things
Billiam?
like infectious disease, and injury.
I'm assuming if you know
and
Buffalo,
not the chronic
Niagara area,
diseases
you're
that we
probably in
face Western
Ontario.
plant-based civilizations. But then they say once it transitioned to Western society and Western diet, they start getting diseases of civilizations. And these
If you're in Ontario, I actually lived in Brampton, Ontario for about 6 months, many years ago. This is back like 2010, 2011. Had an absolute blast up there, though.
Diseases of civilization take over as the main causes of illness and death. This is what we commonly know as chronic diseases. So diabetes, heart disease, cancer, autoimmunity, and so on. The brain and body require very specific nutrients that can only be
I figured,
found
as soon as you said
in
Niagara, I
animal
figured you were
fats,
Ontario.
such as B12, D3, K2,
I was in Brampton for a while.
DHA, EPA, choline, creatine, carnitine.
Brampton, go up to Thunder Bay, have some fun up on the lake. I spent some time up there, man. Had an absolute blast when I was in Canada. Absolute blast.
And yes, saturated fat and cholesterol are all essential or beneficial to the proper development of our brain, nervous system, and bodies. And when people transition to a more plant-based diet, this markedly affects our health and development negatively. So if humans aren't carnivores, explain that.
You know what? That doesn't surprise me one bit. It doesn't surprise me one bit. That was a very sketchy area, it seemed like, when I was there. It was very, very sketchy. Everything about it. But it was also the cheapest hotel I could find up there. I was living out of a hotel for 6 months when I was working there. There's a heck of protein, really shy on fat. I'm glad you're taking these fat-soluble vitamins. Yeah. Yep, really shy on fat today. It's just, I had 2 super lean steaks for breakfast, and I had like 850 grams of that bottom round roast. It was like 2.5 pounds of bottom round roast I had. But it's a super lean cut. There's like a little strip of fat at the bottom. I probably should have added some tallow to it, but in retrospect, is what it is. I got a bunch. I'm probably on the ground stuff for the next few days. Money is tight, so I'm on ground lamb and ground beef here for probably the next couple days, which is fine. I'll just sit here and house a couple pounds of that throughout the course of the day. Another thing I noticed I'm doing on the lower dosage of the GLP now that I don't know if I want to keep or not. On the higher dose, I was fasting like 18 hours. I was doing about an 18-hour fast and giving myself a 6-hour window to eat. And that's when I was losing the most weight and shredding. Now on the lower dosage, I'm getting up and eating like first thing in the morning. Like I was up at 6 a.m. today. I got the roast going, and I was having steak at probably about 9 o'clock. And then I had, where my guy just said down, it's probably like 2 o'clock or so. I had all that round roast. So definitely a little bit different of a window, but we're going to see. I'm not fasting as much, so I'm curious what the weigh-in's going to look like tomorrow. I don't think it's going to be as crazy as the first week of carnivore, as the first week of lion. I don't think they're going to be really comparable, but I will say I stepped on a scale this morning, and as of today, it looked good. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. We'll see what happens. I'm super excited for the weigh-in, though. All right, that was Anthony Chavy. Give this man a thumbs up. What the hell? It just transferred to Starship Troopers. We're sure as hell not going to watch Starship Troopers on stream. I'd love to, but the copyright people will probably have just a roving kill squad coming to my house on that one. All right. We're going to have some fun here. We're going to watch The Vegan Preacher Who is Saved by Meat. I am very, very excited to watch this one. This is a Dave Mack video. Dave is a very dear friend of the channel. Super nice dude. If you have never seen his content, please, please check it out. Sorry, I was responding to a comment there. All right, so here we go. Mr. Dave Mack, slap that like button. Let's see.
Carnivore.
Good hair.
I didn't find it. It found me. So the story is, it's very interesting. So I come from, well, my background is extremely versatile. When I was a kid, I grew up with my family in a kind of, I'm from Europe, originally from Holland. My parents were really in love.
Speaking of, so the Day One Lion video, the Day One Lion Diet video that I did, appears to be, Benny, appears to be. I actually haven't seen this one at all yet. I saw the title, and I talked to Dave yesterday briefly. I said I was super excited to watch this one. He said it was a good watch, so we're going to check this one out. I don't know if you guys saw in the comments, so the Day One Lion Diet video that I did, the long form I put out the other day, I had a guy in the comments tell me I need to go to an all-sugar diet. Told me multiple times, you need to stop what you're doing and go to a pure fruit sugar diet. You'll lose all the weight in the world. I was very confused by this. Very, very confused by this.
love with France and the French way of eating and drinking. So there was always heaps of alcohol, nothing like alcoholic wise, but just lots of wine and drinks and big heavy meals. And this is how I grew up.
Hell yeah, buddy.
And
That's
this
what
for
we're
me
talking
was
about.
the normal way of eating. I was always a very skinny kid, so it never affected me in the sense that I got, I became a big boy, if you wish. But then in my mid-30s, I lived in Thailand. I lived there for 11 years, and I did a lot of Thai boxing, purely recreational, never been in a fight or anything, but just purely for fun. And I started to realize that my recovery was really crap. And I'd never made the link that maybe what I eat has anything to do with my recovery. So through a friend of mine, I got introduced into nutrition. And this person gave me, you know, those nutrition books called Nutrition for Dummies, the 101, the yellow and black books.
Everything in life needs to have a For Dummies version, which I'm pretty sure there is at this point. Yeah, brilliant. Seriously, I had a dude in there, a dude from Norway, telling me that I should only eat sugar. He named some dietitian say the all sugar diet. Just do this. I'm like, my first response, I'm like, dude, sugar is why I weigh almost 600 pounds, or why I almost weighed 600 pounds. No, I've never heard. The sugar diet was a month-long fad that already died off because the lost weight and then rapidly put the weight back on and more. That's kind of what I figured, dude. Like, you're never going to hold it off. Oh, I'm sure, dude. Their A1Cs had to spike through the roof. I was trying to tell this guy the other day, like, dude, there's no way. I'm not doing it. You just need to eat pure sugar, he says. Like, this is the stupidest thing I've ever fucking said. Hell yeah. It works for some. You have to brush your teeth constantly. You start surrounding and sounding like you can't breathe, and of course you're prematurely aging yourself. Yeah, dude, it's like all the vegan stuff, man. Why does my camera keep turning red every now and then? That's so weird. Is my phone like overheating? No. I don't know. I don't even question technology anymore. It just kind of does what it wants around me, and I hope for the best. Yeah, babe, with your diabetes, not what we're looking for.
So she gave that to me, and I read it, and I was like, oh, okay. So basically what it says is that what you put in your body is quite important for your health.
Mm-hmm.
Then I met the mother of my son, which was about 15 years ago, and she was already really into health, but more in the vegan kind of style health. She's an acupuncturist, and already based upon that Nutrition for Dummies book, which kind of made me realize maybe I should be looking at my food a little bit better in order for my Thai boxing recovery. She then introduced me into what I came to believe
Cheers,
for
my
a long
lad.
time.
Cheers.
The
Welcome back.
real
Welcome
health
back.
thing. So I became a vegan. No, I started off kind of vegetarian. Let's bring it back a little bit. I started looking at my food.
I remember a sci series I watched where the aliens visits Earth and discovers eating sugar is the thing and every other planet bans it because it's poison. Yeah, dude, sounds about right. It should. To me, in my mind, sugar is pretty much the equivalent of heroin, man. Like, it's that bad. Oh, and I owe reps. I am due for reps. 4 sets a stream. Here we go.
I started to eat more greens. Which was definitely an improvement compared to what I was eating before, because that was just junk. So I started to eat more greens. I had gained quite a bit of weight eventually, because as you get older, even when you're a skinny dude, eventually the weight starts backing up. So I gained quite a bit of weight. So when I met her and I started eating
Benny,
more
you
greens,
a knowledgeable motherfucker. You and Ron both.
Some
You
weight,
some
I
big
started
brain
to feel
homies.
better. Of course, I started to feel better because I started to eat at least whole foods. And then eventually, through friends of her, I got introduced into veganism, and especially into raw veganism. So they showed me, you must have heard of it, Dave, this book called The China Study. Have you heard of The China Study by T. Colin Campbell? Right, so this is the vegan Bible, right?
Oh, absolutely, Blade. I've seen a ton of them.
Study, and I was like, oh my God, this is the missing link. Meat is the devil incarnated. I should drop all the meat. And remember, I came from a family with lots of big meals and lots of meat, of course, and normal meats and organ meats. And, you know, as a child, I would eat already frog legs, and I would eat kidney, and I would eat liver and all these things. But of course, with big sauces and lots of French fries and whatever came with it. But now all of a sudden I came to realize, oh my God, I'm doing it all.
What's your guys' opinion on frog legs? I've never had them before. I think I would try them. It just sounds like one of those weird things. I don't know. The more meat I get in me, the more meats I want to try. I want to try everything. I still ain't going to eat no elephant rom. I ain't going to do it. Elephants is too cool, and they never forget. Elephants never forget, and they never forgive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 18, 19, 20. Woohoo! All right, back to the vegan story.
You can do the most amazing movement, but if your sleep is crap, sleep is where your body heals. Again, when you're older, even more so. So then I started to base my coaching on 3 pillars: functional nutrition, functional carnivore, functional movement, and sleep. And that's where I am now. So I'm again changing my kind of name and branding to reflect that more. So as we speak now, December 2025, I'm doing a slight rebrand. The approach is still the same. Actually, the approach has evolved. So I work one-on-one with people, in groups with people, and I have launched,
I don't think so, Rob. I couldn't do it. They don't forgive. They don't forgive. They don't forgive.
All based upon these 3 pillars. So functional nutrition, which is basically carnivore, but I just don't want to use the word carnivore too much in order to have a wider reach and not be banned. Functional movement and sleep. And that's what I'm doing now. And I love it because I do it myself.
You know, all the time I spent in Louisiana, I don't know how I never tried frog's legs.
Even better now. I track my sleep with my Apple Watch. I analyze my sleep. I know when I'm ready to work out. I just want people, it's almost like
they'll bring a woolly mammoth back one of these days.
If you know what your sleep is like, if you know what your nobody's heard about HRV. If you know about your if you know about HRV, if you know about your TSB, if you know about all these things that a smartwatch, for example, can measure, especially again, as you're older, you know where your body is ready to grind or it needs a rest, or it needs some yoga or a light walk. And this kind of optimization of your health, especially at older age, that's what I really want to help people with. Because in the end, Dave, I just want them to feel as great as I feel. And I feel better than I've ever felt before. And I hear so many people say that. I feel better than I was 30. Surely I'm older, but it's even more awesome because I have the wisdom of being older with the energy of being younger.
He's holding it down on Kick, man. He is holding it down on Kick.
Wow.
I think it's because he's watching on his phone. He has a lot easier time responding over on Kick, you said.
Or any other place online.
That is pretty much essentially the first real Kick viewer. We had one real Kick viewer before him, but the guy showed up for 2 minutes and left. So Rom is holding it down as the official Kick representative. Don't worry, we're adding Twitch soon. We going to Twitch soon, next week. I get my new mic this weekend. We'll be set up. We're going to get Streamlabs set up. Hopefully, streams next week. We will be on Twitch, too. If you guys prefer Twitch, I think Twitch and Kick are probably the far better user experiences. Jurassic species are extinct for a reason. True. But I mean, woolly mammoth wouldn't be too bad. You know what I mean? A little better than a velociraptor running around.
Fine.
Sure.
Life all finds a way.
So on Instagram, you can find me on functional.healthcoach. On TikTok, it's also functional.healthcoach. YouTube is functional health coaching. And online, my website is patrickalexander.coach. And that links still to my Functional Carnivore website today, this month, but I'm in the transition of bringing it over. But because I've been going through these changes, I would like people, it's already like a ribeye every day is a lot.
Did we just skip 90% of this video for some reason, or am I losing my absolute fucking mind here? I said, wait a minute, that's the shortest video I've ever seen. I must have clicked on the bar at some point here and swapped it over.
drinking a living juice. It's all alive. All the kale and the spinach and
There we
the
go. There we go.
carrots and everything is alive. So living juices. And that
They
became
learned
really
nothing
popular
from the
because
original Jurassic Park because what? There's like fucking what? 10 of those goddamn movies now. God damn.
we were the first ones on the island to offer
I remember seeing the original Jurassic Park in theaters with my grandparents in 1993. I now feel incredibly old. Incredibly old.
for something like this, and people started to catch on to this slow juicing green juices. Because I got so much into nutrition and I started to believe that this was the way forward, I followed a study in integrative nutrition with the Institute for Institute for Integrative Nutrition in the States. You might have heard of them. For a year's health coaching. And so I became a health coach. And now we had this juice bar, which then turned more into a restaurant because we started to do health foods as well and fruit salads and things. Because, of course, in the tropics, you have some absolutely amazing fruits. I started to work as a health coach. I started to I found my way to preach veganism. So now I started to work with all these people from the juice bar. You know, they come in. They're like hot leads, aren't they? They come in for a green juice and you go like, oh, you're interested in green juice. And then you got this conversation rolling. And then it's, in a way, I wouldn't say quite easy, but you got this little hook into your health coaching program because the majority, of course, is not so healthy. So I became this vegan preacher, if you wish. Should have registered that email address at the time. Then me and her split up. We moved back to Europe.
Got Goldblum to go
mostly
vegetarian.
because of our son. We wanted to be closer to the family. She's from the UK. I'm from Holland. We wanted to be closer to the family.
That
We moved
whole
back to Europe.
dude, I watched. There was a Sydney Watson video a while back about that whole Wicked thing and the whole cast and that Ariana Grande and that weird little gremlin lady, dude. Like that whole thing is just weird, dude. You know, there is no complete dinosaur skeleton. The theory of dinosaurs was there before they found the first one. Interesting. Most interesting. Most interesting.
Moved to Ibiza, where I still am. I've been here for 11 years.
Now, Brachiosaurus. I would try a Brachiosaurus steak. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Not Goldblum.
Still a little bit of sunshine. It's not as warm as Thailand, but it's a pretty okay middle ground, if you wish. We split up. I kind of continued. I wasn't so much a strict vegan anymore. I did become more vegetarian because, you know, my 30 years of conditioning from my childhood and eating meat kind of started creeping back up onto me. But I still had this cognitive issue with like, yeah, but meat is bad for you. Meat is going to give me cancer. Meat is going to give me heart disease. Heart disease runs in our family. My granddad died of heart disease.
Same,
My
it's all
dad had his
CRISPR.
first
It's
heart
all
attack when he
CRISPR,
was
just gene sequencing fucking nonsense. That's all it is. So then we brought the direwolf back. I'm like, did you really though? Did you really though? I mean, kinda, but not really.
42 years old. He survived. He's still alive. But by now he's had a stroke already. He's had a triple bypass. So he's got lots of heart issues, but he's still going strong. So I was still thinking, I can't eat too much meat. So I really limited the amount of meat that I ate, and I would eat just massive amounts.
I absolutely remember having that pounded into my head. Just, I don't even know from where, just everywhere, just pounded into my head. Just meat bad, meat bad. Want to limit meat. Always limit meat, man.
Of greens, and in the summer, still massive salads. And yeah, I would put some eggs in, and sometimes some feta cheese or so, but it would be mostly greens. It was all based on greens, because that's healthy. All right, that's the background of the story. A good friend of mine who lived in Portugal a few years ago, we're talking now 2023, he sent me a video one day, the video from Anthony Shafee, the presentation where he says plants are trying to kill you.
Mm-hmm.
And he sends it to me, and he's like, what do you think of this? And I watched it, and I thought, this guy's bonkers. What? I had such a resistance to even consider that plants could be an issue that I listened to this and was like, all right, well, this
I'm ravenous forgot to bring lunch and had about 6 eggs today, but thanks to carnivore, I can be hungry and still work just fine. Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. I've been, for what I ate today, I've been super, super peckish. I get done with stream, I might have a little bit of burger. I got some ground beef out there. I might do a little bit, just get some more fat in me. Need it for the day. I ate way too lean today. I hit amazing protein numbers, but I did not come out super fantastic on fat. 6 eggs, not much. Saturated fats and cholesterol is bad.
This guy lost the plot. So I kind of completely ditched it.
I'm only here for trans fats and sugar. Give me that sugar diet.
But this friend who sent it to me, he dealt in the past with a lot of mental issues. He became keto. Through the algorithm, things started feeding him carnivore, because once you start looking on YouTube for keto, eventually it starts sneaking in, of course, carnivore stuff. And he turned carnivore and it changed his life. So I went to visit him, and now we're talking April 2023. So coming up.
You just crave
3
fatty
years.
stuff. Yeah, see, for
Coming
me,
up.
I think I'd be right in your same shoes, Rom. I'd be craving stuff like crazy, too. By the way, everyone on the YouTube side says they miss you, Rom. They say hello. Yeah, I would have super bad cravings if it weren't for the GLP-1 still. I do have an appointment tomorrow to go over what we're doing dosage-wise next. I do believe I'm going to bring it down a dose again. We're going to see, though. We're going to see. I still have 2 more weeks on the current dose. Apparently vegetarian have large problems with heart disease in their population. Greasy meat and cheese. The rest of it's yeah, nothing satiates like that. I noticed doing my cheat meals, dude, that nothing was enough. Nothing was enough. Fuck, this part I forgot to throw in the video. One of the biggest things I noticed over the cheat weekend is I went from constantly being satiated on meat to where I'm hungry as shit. I go eat a ton of meat. I'm full. I'm happy. I'm content. As soon as I went back on the carbs, I was having those like food worries again. Like the wifey went out and grabbed brownie mix and garlic bread and pasta and broccoli for our big dinner we were going to do Saturday. And she's out, and I'm sitting here thinking, I'm right back in carb and sugar brain. Like, is that going to be enough food? Should I call her and tell her to get more stuff? Should I call and tell her to get ice cream or chips or crackers or something else? Like, I'm sure it's going to be enough. Like, just a few days being back on that mindset. Really fucking did it. Or really did it. Really, really did it. So, I was curious to see. I'm glad someone said that, because I meant to put that in my video I'm working on for tomorrow. So, good call. Good call. We're going to do that. Yeah, I hear you, Rom. Like I said, if it's easier for everyone to start, hopefully next week I'll have everything set up, moved, changed around as needed. Hopefully I will be on Twitch starting next week too. Twitch is probably a lot easier for a lot of you guys as well. But Kick is fantastic too. YouTube's just, as far as the viewer side and the broadcast side, it's just out of the 3, it's by far the worst. Kick is a lot better, and Twitch sucks overall for its own reasons, but Twitch is very, very user-friendly. Very user-friendly. People in India are actually a large problem with heart disease in their population. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. I don't know a whole lot about like Indian cuisine and stuff. All I know is I think curry is hungry for anything. Yep. Yeah, the sugary eggs immediately open up the bottoms of pit my stomach. Yeah, dude, Ron, you know what I mean? Like, dude, I had like that food worry again. Like, am I gonna have enough for the night? And like, am I gonna finish dinner? Am I gonna run out to the store 10 minutes before they close to go grab some Oreos or some shit? Like, I didn't do it, but I was actually thinking that way again, which is the craziest part, absolute craziest part.
April, March, actually, doesn't matter. So I visited him, and he was like, "Listen, I eat full carnivore. Do you want to join me?" I was like, you know what? Because I saw how well he was doing. I was like, you know what? 1 week, again, my background, I like meat. So I was like, all right, let's just do it. So I ate 1 week full carnivore. Not a single carb, not a single vegetable. He was super, super, super strict. It wasn't so much lion, because there was also pork and bacon, but it was super strict. Just drank water and just ate meat. Oh my God, Dave, after that week, when I flew back home to Ibiza, I was buzzing. I didn't know what to do with my
Absolutely
energy.
in
It
their
was
blood.
crazy.
Oh, yeah.
I got home here. I'm sitting at home, so I'm looking around. I got home and I was like, oh my God, I need to do something with this energy. Now, what I didn't tell
All
you
made their
before,
own
when I
businesses.
lived in Thailand at the time that I did Thai boxing, I discovered CrossFit as well. And I really enjoyed
Every time the Dutch gets mentioned, all I can think of is Austin Powers. There's only two things I hate in this world: people who are intolerant of other people's cultures, and the Dutch. Oh, shit. You're the size of my car. Yes, I am, Vamp. Yes, I am. Yes, I am indeed. What kind of car you got? I want to know what I'm getting compared to here. Wish I had your lean muscle mass. I'd love to eat much protein like you. Yeah, dude, I got a ton. I was actually shit. I can tell you right now, Benny. I can tell you right now. Let's see. Skeletal muscle mass. I was 134 pounds of lean muscle mass on the last BIA scan, which is actually down. I think, honestly, way back when I was mega big, I was around, I think the highest I ever saw our lean mass was like 179 pounds. Making tons of 1 to 5 man businesses, and the employees all run side businesses. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me, Ron. They're very industrious people over there. Super industrious. Dun, 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 dun. All right, back to our Dave Merrick.
type of high intensity exercise, body weights, push-ups, pull-ups, squats. So I was like, okay, I need to do something with my energy. What I'll do is
Aw, did Vamp disappear? Was that just a drive-by hate? I was hoping he was here to actually do some good quality fat jokes. Unfortunate, man.
every time I get up from
I was expecting more.
Because my job by trade now the past 10 years has been web design, so I sit a lot. But when I get up from my chair to go to the fridge or to go to the toilet or to do whatever, I'll just do 10 push-ups. I'll just do 10 push-ups. Well, I did that for a few days. Like, well, that's nothing. I'll just do 10 push-ups.
That's just honestly the biggest point of me just taking the hour break on the hour every hour when I'm streaming, just to get up and walk around for a little bit, man. $235.7. Really? What was I reading? Uh-oh, puppy's going nuts. Oh, yeah. 235. Never mind. I was looking at the skeletal mass. Never mind. Oh, yeah, 235. I'm a big boy. Big boy. According to Vamp, the size of a car, yet he is yet to tell us what kind of car it is. Am I a Yugo? Am I a Yukon? We may never know. They're also very kind and naive. It isn't hard to fool a Dutchman. Yeah, fair. That kind of goes that way for a lot of the folks over there. I've had my buddy married someone from the EU and brought her back, and it was always, I had to stop fucking with her because it was way too easy to fuck with her. And then they moved to California and became California folk, and we no longer speak. So,
push-ups and 10 squats.
Oh, where does Vamp go? I miss him.
A few weeks,
I miss ya.
Made me realize maybe I should just start a real workout routine, because I like these types of workouts. So of course, by now it's 2023, you can easily find an app on your phone that gives you like a whole structured body weight
hydrated, gentlemen,
routine.
hydrate.
So I started doing that. Now, diet-wise, when I came back,
sorry if you guys hear the dog going nuts.
I continued
He's absolutely
carnivore,
losing it out there.
There was so much cognitive dissonance that I couldn't drop the veggies. In the years before, I would drink 4 massive green juices per week. I have my own.
Y'all ever had that green juice shit, dude? Oh, it's so bad. I tried it one time. I couldn't do it. I absolutely could not do it. I had to like choke it down. Oh, it was like just drinking grass. Like fresh lawn trimmings is what it tasted like.
I brought it from Thailand, my slow juicer. I would drink my green juices. So I still kept on having my green juices. I still kept on eating vegetables because my mind just, I couldn't. You had to eat vegetables. But over time, and now we're talking maybe like 3 or 4 months or so, I started to eat fewer and fewer vegetables. I started to learn about oxalates. I stopped drinking green juices because what I had been doing, luckily without any issue, I've been drinking oxalate juice for years because I would put kale and I would put spinach and everything was raw and the greener the better. And I would
The
barely
greener
put
the
any
better.
fruit juice in because I understood.
I tried it once as well. It's funny how much I fought my body. I was always trying to tell me what was actually good. Instead, I ate for entertainment. Yeah, dude, same, man. I was a big entertainment eater. It was the best part of my day. Are you kidding me? 5 years of my life sitting here playing video games nonstop and just being so dead inside that the best thing you could hope for is stumbling out and going to the wife. You want pizzas? You go, yep. And we go get 2 pizzas and 6 dozen wings and cheese curds and deep fried curds, and I'd sit there and house 90% of it. Compared to appeal. I know, Benny. I want to know what he was talking about. If you're gonna do if you're gonna come talk shit, at least hang out, man. Talk some good shit. You can't just do a drive-by. We got our first hater, gentlemen. We got our first hater, and he ran away. He ran away. Come on, I want good fat jokes. I love a quality fat joke, even if it's at my expense. Just it's got to be quality. It's got to be original. It just can't be some bullshit. You're in the charge of a car. You go Yukon, Hilux. What am I? I want to know.
Understood already the problems with sugar, so hardly.
Oh
any
no!
fruit
Don't
juice. I
talk
would
shit
just
on me on
drink
the internet.
Straight up these bitter vegetable juices because hey, it's good.
I've been surprised, honestly. Out of all the videos I made, we're like 100 videos deep, and I've had maybe one hater in the comments of a video, and that was the first one in stream. That was the first actual hater in stream. Unbelievable. Not unbelievable because he's here. Unbelievable there hasn't been a ton more. I've been hoping for more. It'd be entertaining dealing with them guys the entire time. That's just content.
Good for you. So to just ditch that in my
You're so
daily
fat, your
life
blood can't run.
for good, there was too big of a step. I had to take baby steps. So that income.
Oh, Ram on the kick side, he couldn't even see the shit
by
talker.
the time
Unfortunate.
I started to become vegan 10, 15 years ago.
I won't even
and
ban either. Anyone that wants to come in and talk shit and give me fat jokes, man, by all means, come on in. I ain't gonna fucking kick you. I ain't gonna boot you. I'm gonna sit here and laugh the whole fucking time. I ain't got no problem with that. You get racist or something like that, then I'm gonna kick you to the curb. But you got some quality fat jokes of just me. You point it towards me. Come on. I think that'd be hilarious. I'd have a ton of fun.
All that weight that I had packed on, which was unhealthy weight, dropped. And I became this super, and you can see it on my Instagram. I got one photo there from 2019. Dave, I
have 4 fat friends, and you're all of them.
I don't want to say it here in public, but I look like I came out of some labor camp. It's terrible.
Holy shit, dude. Look at him. Wow, dude. Rib cage just poking right out. Holy shit, man. It's fucking crazy. He gained what? 36 pounds. It's fucking nuts. Crazy. Yeah, we'll keep that one on the sidelines. I understand it. I respect it, Rom. But stream eyes, you know what I mean.
I don't know if you've ever seen this.
You know what I mean.
I cannot believe people didn't tell me at the time, like, Patrick, you look like you're about to die. I'm 1.76 meters, and I was like 62 kilos.
1.76 meters. Yeah. Oh yeah. Do you see his rib cage poking out at the bottom? Like, holy shit! Look at that, dude. Man's ribs are just protruding. That's fucking crazy. You know, I'm actually getting to the point where I can feel my ribs again. It's a good sign. Emaciated is such a fun word too. I love that word.
cannot believe people didn't tell me at the time, like, Patrick, you look like you're about to die. I'm 1.76 meters. And I was like,
1.76 meters. What is that in freedom units? 5'9". He had to listen to the thing. 5'9".
I was skin and bones.
Skin and bones.
Now,
That's
I started
1.79
to gain a little bit of more weight in the years after when I started, especially to eat more carbs. I had a girlfriend who liked her sweets and stuff, so I started kind of snacking on that. But it was not until I started carnivore that my body actually was like, oh my God, I'm getting proper nutrition. And I started to balance out my weight, which meant, in my case, gaining weight, where everybody is losing weight. I was gaining weight to find, like what nature does, homeostasis. That, in combination with my workouts,
that guy looks amazing with that extra 36 pounds.
Like okay, I was skinny.
Yeah, he was 136.
Already, so
136.
difficult,
it showed in the picture. He was 136.
I had like
136, then on
Yeah,
carnivore
what
he
you
went up
could
to
call a six-pack, or
172.
at
So
least
he
a
put on
4-pack.
36 pounds.
Maybe the
of weight.
last 2 ones you couldn't see, but you could. And I'm, by then I was
Nobody to
49
hubba
years
bubba,
old,
no
so
homo.
I wasn't 25.
all right,
So I
Benny. Now that you say no homo, I have a story from you. All right, so me and my wife have been trying to have a baby for several years. I have fertility issues. She has fertility issues. So I had a urology appointment the other day, and let me just say, I passed the gay test. My wife informed me going in. She works at the same hospital. She knows the doctor. He's been to her unit a couple times. And she informed me, oh, he's a very handsome doctor and everything else. So I said, okay. I get to the office, and, I kind of knew I was going to have to show some things. And we get in there, and the guy walks in. I'm like, oh, yeah, he is a handsome devil. What are you doing? Well, next thing you know, there we are. He said, all right, drop him. Next thing you know, I'm getting my balls fondled yesterday by this young doctor. And, I mean, his face is a foot away from me. I'm sitting there. Not even a wiggle, boys. Not even a wiggle. Gay test passed. We passed. Not even a little wiggle. We are good. We are good.
Started to pack on muscle.
I was put to the test.
And therefore,
however, he did have a very gentle touch. I will give him that.
weight. I started to feel great. And this continued. I kept on. I got my girlfriend into it. She is carnivore, or I would say animal based.
I can't wait to have my wife be
carnivore, but we'll get to that later. She became carnivore. She started doing workouts. We are both just absolutely buzzing. So that continued for about a year until I visited my friend in Portugal again. And he's like, oh my God.
Dude, Portugal would be so cool to see, man. That is such a gorgeous country. All the EU, Spain, Greece, all of it, man. I would love to see it over there. Love to see it. Not even a wiggle, baby. I told you, straight as could be. I'm yours.
Man, you look absolutely fantastic. I was like, thank you so much for introducing me into this, because this has been the biggest change in my life ever. So he's like, why don't you start helping others with it? You did your coaching degree, whatever you want to call it, but you got your coaching license through integrative nutrition. I like helping people. I like teaching. I was a dive instructor for a long time. Even before that, in my early 20s, I worked for an American software company, and I trained resellers in our product. So I like teaching, and I'm fine speaking in front of groups. So he was like, why don't you start helping people? You are the best example yourself that this is working. I was like, actually, that's...
She believes me, right? She believes me, I swear.
Brilliant idea, thank you. So last year, when was this? Around this time last year, I started setting up my coaching business, and I started
not even a wiggle,
basically reaching out to people and my Instagram. But the thing is, I'm still doing web design, which pays the bills, because I live on a very expensive island. So I need to make money to pay the bills, to pay my son's school, to pay my daily ribeyes, which is really it's not a cheap diet if you eat ribeye every day, which is what I do.
On the lion diet, I don't know if I'll see a single ribeye the whole time I'm doing it.
And I eat 3 times.
I cannot afford a $20 steak. I cannot.
Because most people on carnivore only eat once a day. I eat 3 times a day. Yeah, because I have to. It's amazing. I'm just hungry morning, lunch, and dinner. Not in between, but sometimes I can do with 2 meals a day if I
Thanks
don't
for your
train
support.
in the morning, but I train most mornings. I have 3 meals a day. So yeah, I still need to pay for those bills.
Not even a wiggle, I'm telling you, buddy.
I started this coaching business. That's what I'm doing now. I'm sure we can talk about that later. But this is where I'm at now. I should say, though, that I started to notice that I have a tendency to be extreme, because I was extreme.
Look, at the end of the day, I may not be 12 inches, but it smells like a foot.
Vegan, extreme raw vegan. I was this
extreme
newly
raw
convert.
vegan. I could not possibly imagine going down that route. Could not imagine.
Preaching to the world that this is the holy grail to health. And then I noticed that I started to do this with carnivore as well. I was like, okay, it's interesting because it was almost like a spiritual journey in a way. I just saw with what was happening within me, if you wish. So it's like, okay, I'd love to be nuanced. I know what works for me. For me, it works.
Just saying.
Calorie-wise, 95% comes from animal protein, but I do have avocado. I also love avocado. I do have some berries.
Right. So what does a typical
he meant
day of eating look like for you?
He meant carnivore, not not me and the dick doctor. She is going to be in a few weeks upcoming. She is very, very busy right now.
okay.
She's working out of town, or else she would. The minute she is local again,
First of all, because
we're gonna stage her in. We're definitely gonna stage her in. We're gonna do keto, edge her into it. Keto, probably a week or two of that, into loose carnivore, and then full carnivore, and then right into lion. Potentially, maybe not lion, maybe just full carnivore. We'll see how it goes for her and what she wants to do in the long run. But I think starting her on keto is very, very smart play. Just saying, I bet you is, Ram. I bet you is.
Dealing with
They're also skeletal and emaciated, though.
a heart issue which is not diet related. I'm dealing with atrial fibrillation, which is basically, I'm in a recovery phase, but basically what happened is I have an issue where there is a electrical, there is not, there can be an electrical imbalance between my vagus nerve and my heart, which is exercise induced.
I thought I was having issues with my vagus nerve once upon a time. That's some scary shit. You fuck up that vagus nerve, that is connected to a lot of important stuff. A lot of important stuff. Many, many important things. All right, boys. On that note, I'm going to take my 5 minutes. I'm going to walk around, get some blood flow in the legs. I am going to get some hydration. We still got another 2 hours left here. We got plenty of fun to be had. I will be back in 5 minutos. I will see you all in a moment.
someone to be saved, someone to clean up and tame. Oh, some things never change, never change. Oh. You think I would look pretty on your arm once you cover up my bruises and battle scars, but it always ends the same. Can't bear the things I've had to face. Got you crying on your knees in pain. Oh, some things never change, never change. Oh, you break your back to make me feel again. Suffocate to make me breathe again. Lose your mind from endless pain. Some things never change, never change. Oh, redemption never came. I stopped asking for forgiveness, cause you should know only fools tread with the angels. Fear to go, but you keep trying to get too close.
Yeah, it's gonna be the hard thing for her, Benny, for sure. She eats like one meal a day. Peckish little creature.
I drop one? Never change, never change. Oh, they say I should feel guilty and change my ways. Leave a couple bodies in my wake. Swear I didn't mean to make them break. Swear I didn't mean to
Make them pray.
but they're so delicate and so mundane.
All right, we are back. We're going to continue our vegan preacher experience. And I owe y'all a third set of Repolis. Holy Repoli.
To make it
Yes,
sound really
indeed.
cool, my body chills out too quickly. If I exercise real hard and my heart rate goes sky high, it drops so fast when I stop exercising that there is an imbalance in the signals that the lower chambers of my heart and the upper chambers of my heart get, and my heart starts fibrillating. And when that happens, that's a scary thing. So,
Oh, I'm sure,
part
dude. A
of my
heart flutter. You
recovery
guys
now
actually, you
is
guys
that
ever experience like an actual heart flutter, like a palpitation? Like, oh my God, dude. Like, whew, that is a very strange feeling. But that's the beauty. You don't have to on carnivore, baby. You get to eat once a day if you want. Literally just fast while you're at work the entire time, and just eat when you get home. It'll be splendiferous. You get home, we get to sit here and pound out a fucking ton of calories and fat.
I
Good old
shouldn't
time.
train fasted, which I always did. It's just not so good in my particular case.
You
to
did
train
round, yeah,
fasted.
dude. That's a
So in
wild
the
feeling,
morning,
isn't it?
I have a decaf coffee with heavy cream and collagen and half a scoop of protein powder. That's kind of that's not my
Can't say
breakfast,
gotcha.
that's my pre-workout coffee, if you wish. Then once I've done my workout, I make a smoothie with protein powder, with creatine.
When
and
I was dealing
use
with when I was dealing with the Lyme initially, I was having the electrical dysfunction in my heart, and it would do this thing. I'd like feel it swell. I'd do like this big pump, and then it would stop for like 2 seconds, and then just blah, do that big squirt. And oh my God, it was the most horrifying feeling in the world. And now ever since when I went through all the rotating antibiotics to clear the Lyme out, that luckily was one of the things that cleared up and has gone away for a very long time. Every now and then I get a weird palpitation, but I've been to cardiac and everything, and it all looks good. And there's a cardiac nurse in the other room if something were to pop up.
quite a bit because I've heard about all the mental benefits of creatine. I'm not necessarily using it for muscle, but especially for mental clarity. And then I have a handful of berries and a banana. And then I use, again, full fat cream. I don't use milk. I use full fat cream and water. That's kind of my breakfast, if you wish, after a workout. Then for lunch, well, it depends, but it's either minced meat, a big bowl of minced meat with eggs,
Minced
an
meat or
avocado,
minced
and some
meat? There's a large
sauerkraut.
difference.
Sometimes some halloumi. I love halloumi because it's so nice and salty. I don't know if you're familiar with it. This Cypriotic cheese, but it's brilliant. Or I make a burger, an organic grass-fed burger with bacon and with goat cheese, and I put also some avocado, and I put some, what else did I put on there? A fried egg, like basically a big.
A burger with a fried egg and some avocado is a fine goddamn meal. Frequently an emergency I come across. Oh, Woo. That is one thing I miss. If it comes to fruit, veggie things, avocado, I do miss on occasion. Nice thin slice avocado. Oh my God, it's so good. So good. Well, for the 2 days they're ripe anyway, if even that. Actually, most times the avocados, if you miss them by like 10 minutes, they're just gone. Really, dude, I love avocados. I love them. They are so good. Tastes like grass, really. I feel like they're nice and just nice and creamy. You know what I mean? I get so into reps, I quit playing the
patty
shit.
without the bun, of course. Something like that. Sometimes some smoked salmon, but now is the problem, of course, with salmon and farmed salmon that is full of crap. So, it's a hard landscape to navigate because I would love to eat everything organic. I would love to eat everything grass-fed and pastured, but it doesn't exist here on the island. And if it does, I can't afford it. It's already like a ribeye every day is a lot. If I was to eat a grass-fed ribeye, man, I'd love to, but I can't. So I try to find the best balance that I can. My burgers are organic. I get all my meat from the butcher, not from the supermarket, which at least makes me feel I'm doing a good job or a better job because I don't want to touch the supermarket food.
It's not appealing. Yeah, dude, it wasn't to me at all. It wasn't to me at all.
And then for dinner, often I make bone broth, which I might have in the afternoon if I just fancy something salty. I do yoga every day. Sometimes before yoga, I have a bone broth. And then for dinner, I basically have an absolute.
Yeah, when I had mayo that day, dude, it literally got you that bacon fat mayo. Yeah. Yep. Nah, that looks really good. Really good. The minute I'm back on normal carnivore, I cannot wait. Lion's great. I've been loving Lion so far. I'm missing the diversity, though. I'm missing the diversity of what I could do on carnivore. But we're locked in. We're doing our 90 days. We're already 4 days, and it feels like it's been one.
So like a 700 gram ribeye. Sometimes once a week with some liver, not too much liver because of the vitamin A overload. Because I don't like eating small pieces of liver. If I eat liver, I'd like to eat a proper amount of liver. And fried eggs.
For me, it's like tartar sauce with my fish. When I had like cod or shrimp or any of that stuff, tartar was really good. Garlic, I'm missing garlic like crazy. I was an absolute garlic fiend. I used to just load everything I made up with so much garlic. I miss it.
And then once a week, I also eat some kidneys. I love kidneys. There I use some garlic and red onion and lots of heavy cream and stir fried in the pan.
For a guy who says he's on carnivore, he's sure eating a lot of veggies and stuff, isn't he? I mean, it's not vegan anymore, but he's more of a keto guy.
What else? Oh, I make ossobuco in kind of a stew. I bought a pressure cooker, which is, to anybody who's listening, invest in a pressure cooker.
Pressure cookers are the shit. Absolute shit. I love pressure cookers. Love them. I have one. I don't use it near enough. I need to start using it a lot more.
It's the best investment you could possibly do for your bone broth, for your stews and stuff. So I buy like a big lump of ossobuco with the bone in it. I let the butcher cut it up and I make like a stew, which is delicious. That's what I would have for dinner. And that's kind of on rotation. And I got a 14-year-old son and still, this is going on for 2.5, 3 years. Still, he looks at me, he's like, Papa, are you never getting bored of a ribeye? I was like, I never, ever get bored of a ribeye. I am looking forward to it every
It's
single
good. It's good,
time.
Benny. I am so locked in right now with Lion. I am locked in. Lion's been great. It's fantastic. It's still super maintainable. I'm not struggling at all with anything. I will just say, I think after the 90 days, base carnivore, I think is what I'm going back to, because I love seafood, even though it's super, super just lean. I love seafood. I love fish, salmon, catfish. All it's just so good. Missed seasonings. I want to be able to, hopefully, like I said, I'm going to bring everything back in slower, not just 90 days and just, boop, okay, we're done with Lion. We're going to start slow reintroducing stuff one at a time. We're going to find out what the triggers are. But I do look forward to that day. I do look forward to that day tremendously.
And I said, and I don't know how either. I don't know. I can't explain. I can only tell you what is happening. I can't tell you why it's happening. Perhaps it's because my body knows that what I'm feeding it is nutritious, and therefore it wants it.
Pepper-based spices, gotcha.
That's the only thing I can think.
Yeah, for me it was pepper, like garlic salt. I lived and died by garlic salt for the last like 10 years. Everything. I always got like a big shaker of garlic salt laying around. Pepper-based. I do love some pepper though.
But I can tell you, I never get bored of it. Because this, of course,
I use the garlic salt, but I always put minced garlic on stuff too. Like shrimp. Oh my god, shrimp with a big old like minced garlic butter dipper. Oh my god, it's so good. So good. I think that's the thing. When I was doing carne and I was trying to cut out all the spices and stuff, I was not enjoying shrimp without the spices. I really wasn't. I was missing my Old Bay and my paprika and the garlic salt and all that stuff. Super bad the few days leading up to carnivore.
of course, is what a lot of people think. Like on carnivore, you only eat meat. So boring. For me, it's not.
It's not. It's so easy. I think it was Ferrigno Freedom put it the best. They're like, when you're eating only steak, don't you miss other foods? He's like, or no, they said, don't you get tired of eating steak? He's like, I occasionally miss other foods, but I've never not wanted steak. Both looking forward to the standard carnivore diet, right, Benny? Dude, I'm telling you, man, I can't wait to be back on it. I mean, 86 days. I got a long road to go. Like I said, we're going to see what happens. I'm very curious how the weigh-in's going to go tomorrow. Yeah, very curious to see how it's going to go. Very curious.
I feel amazing.
I'm hoping we're back on track. I stepped on the scale earlier today. It looked all right. It was all right. Definitely heading in the right direction again. We're not going up. We're definitely going down. Again, no sneak peeks. You're all going to have to see the weigh-in tomorrow to find out. But, yeah, we're heading in the right direction again. I don't think we're going to get like the week 1 carnivore where I lost like 13 pounds. I was kind of hoping week 1 of Lion was going to be like that. But like I said, coming off the weekend I'm coming off, I think my body's still in just readjustment. What the fuck is going on mode right now?
Feedback loop for my body. Like, feed me the same stuff. Because
actually, I wouldn't be surprised if I completely threw myself out of ketosis. I wouldn't be surprised if it takes to like the end of next week to get me back in like actual keto mode.
Works. And that's what I'm doing. So yeah, that's my dinner.
I think
if I've
sorry to interrupt. I think that, regarding the people who think it would be boring, they think it's boring because they live in a different world to someone who's eating like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they can't understand what the change that happens in your body. That's just like your body now sees food as more of a functional thing, not entertainment.
Yes. Hoping by the end of next week. Like I said, we'll see. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I know I'm down. I guaranteed 5 pounds. I said I'm shooting for 5 pounds. As of today, I will say I was already past that mark. But again, I fluctuate so much. Who knows what tomorrow morning is going to bring. So we'll wake up bright and early. I've been getting up super early. I've been up 6 a.m. crack of dawn here the last couple days. So yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll get up bright and early and get right on the scale first thing and hope for the best. Hopefully we're down 7, 8, 9. Like I said, if I'm down even 3 or 4, I'm happy with that. As long as we're moving back in the right direction. The biggest thing we got to conquer right now is the 470s, dude. This 470 mark, the 473 up to like 481, the back and forth. The shit has got to end this time. I want 460 on that scale. I want to see 460 in like the next 3 to 4 weeks. I want to be 360. I wish 360, but do I have keto test strips? No, I actually don't. I don't. The only test strips I have on standby are just blood sugar ones. Are the only ones I have around.
That That is true.
There's so many things I want right now. Just funds are tight these days. Funds are really, really tight. Like I said, I'm eating ground beef and stuff for the next little while here. Going lion diet. There ain't a ribeye to be had. Like I said, maybe the channels will take off and blow up here soon. Or I get a nice sponsor. We can actually eat some better stuff. But we'll see what happens.
True, but even my taste buds, because that's why everybody, of course, binges on so much food, because it's also the taste. Everything is hyper palatable. But for me, a ribeye is hyper palatable. I always try to get ribeyes with a big, like the cap of fat on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I fry the fat first. I put it sideways in the pan. I fry that first until the fat is really nice and crispy.
Oh yeah.
And then I fry
nice
the
and
ribeye.
rendered.
The taste of that fat, like it's a taste explosion in your mouth.
Mhm.
How can you ever get bored of that?
You can't. And that's the thing. I could never get bored of it, dude. I could eat ribeye 3 times a day, every single day for the rest of my life and be content. I truly could. I truly could.
It's impossible. It's impossible.
So have you, I imagine having spent so much time as a vegan and running those businesses in Thailand, you must still have a lot of friends from that part of your life. Have you kind of, with those friends, have you kind of lost your, I don't know, your social card?
I
with
can't
them or
add me neither,
something?
Rob.
Like, have they?
Me neither.
Do they?
They call
feel
me
like
Captain
you've gone-
Calculator. I can't. Okay, well, see, I'm both. I can't do basic edition, nor can I afford rib.
over to the dark side.
Yeah, no, because
Ribeyes are fucking expensive as shit, dude. I mean, it's fucking $20 a meal. Easy for a small one. $20 a fucking meal. It's nuts. It's absolutely fucking nuts.
I
And that's even at Aldi's prices. I think the cheapest one I found at Aldi's the other day was like $18 or something like that. And it was not big. It was not a huge one by any means.
think that me and my partner at the time, we were kind of the only real vegans on the island. We got people into thinking about healthier food, because at least that's what we managed. We managed to get a lot of people to think about their food choices. So even though the veganism might not have been the healthiest thing, I'm also not the person to say like, well, veganism is bad, in the sense like at least you're eating whole foods. So you make people reconsider their food choices from packaged foods and high sugar foods to vegetables. But I think we were the only ones who were as strict about nutrition. So it was not like I had collected a group of vegan friends around me who then kind of ostracized me.
Prime rib. I was thinking about getting some prime rib around. Prime rib would be really, really good. Actually, I'm curious. One of the local bars down here does a mean prime rib. I need to see if they still have a prime rib night. That would be a nice little takeout deal I could do.
By the time I became carnivore. In fact, here on the island, one of my best friends, he is a longtime vegan, and he hated me not being vegan. Not only not being vegan, eventually being part of the dark side, the carnivore side, right? But we get along extremely well, so our friendship lasted. So here's this vegan, and it's almost makes for a joke, like there's a vegan and a carnivore walking into a bar, you know? But we are really good friends, so that we just didn't have the nutritional debate, because, and he was because he's not anymore, very much an ethical vegan, which I also understand. I understand this part from veganism where vegans are like, yeah, but the way we treat animals is terrible. Totally true.
Here's the thing about veganism and industrialized farming. The side of the vegans where they say it's because, I'll agree that farm animals are in rough situations and stuff, but I mean, what are you going to do? It's industrialized meat harvest. The vegans that are out there crying on the streets about how meat is murder and all this other stuff, I don't think they realize how many animals die or are killed for industrial farming. Because they're not big animals, but insects, bees, moles, voles, you name your name of small animals that are killed off from pesticides and their territory getting destroyed and trees getting cut down to make room for more farmland and stuff. Like, dude, there's a lot of animals that are killed from industrialized farming. So vegans ain't cleaning that whole thing either.
true. I mean, I would love to see everything as regenerative farming.
That's
I would
what
love
I'm
to see
saying, Benny, dude. Like, so many more animals die from industrialized farming than they do from actually harvesting meat animals, cattle and pigs and all this stuff. Like, it's insane. It's insane. That's like, I understand if you want to go vegan and that works for you and that's your diet, absolutely fine. But the meat is murder ones that are out here crying over, oh my God, dude, I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it because it's like, literally, you're responsible for more animals dying due to your diet than I am eating meat. Like,
see
I don't
all
know.
the
I don't
cows
know. Make it make
happily in
sense.
the meadows. It would make my heart sing much more as well.
Who was it? There's actually, of all people, I think Ted Nugent had like a really, really good spiel about that whole thing.
Because I know what we're doing in the meat industry, even in Europe, and I don't know what it's like in your side of the world, but it could be much prettier than it is. So I totally get them. I totally get it. But eventually he came around, and he is not a carnivore, but about a year ago we had his first steak together, and we made it a whole kind of ceremony, and he ate the steak and he was like,
Oh my God, I want to make a video converting a vegan so bad. I want to make one super, super bad. I don't know any vegans is the problem. I don't know a single one.
My God, this is so good. It's like, yes, it is. So he was he's the only, the last, and I think the only vegan friend, but he's not vegan anymore. And he even has a V tattooed on his wrist because he was so militant vegan, and now he doesn't know.
Militant vegan. Don't make me laugh.
What to do with it.
Oh wow. Wow. So you've been eating this way for about 2.5, 3 years?
Yep, that's right.
Right. And so
I cannot wait to be like 2-3 years into this and see where I am. I cannot wait, man. I really cannot wait.
you can't see any reason that you would go back or moderate at all?
No, not at all. Not at all. I mean, there are times that I do eat more vegetables. You know, give you an example. Last year, I went on holiday with my family-in-law. We went to this beautiful resort in Egypt, and it was this all-you-can-eat buffets. And unfortunately, the meat selection was very limited, but the salad selection was really big. So I ate more salads, but I feel it straight away. I get bloated. I get, weirdly enough, because everybody says you need fiber to poo. When I eat fiber, I get
Scott's my mother-in-law to drop the sister-in-law after work. I'm dropping to say hello before leaving. There's just cookies and shit everywhere. Why can't my sister lose weight? Same reason your mom is getting weight and you can't, sweetie. You eat candy, cookies, chips, and potatoes. That's it, dude. That's it. And corn. Corn is so good. It was so bad. Yep. I love corn. My wife makes scalloped corn. It is some of the best stuff in the world. But man, you ain't losing weight with that shit. You are not losing weight with that.
constipated. I don't know if that's your experience, but when I eat fiber, I eventually had to start taking spoonfuls of olive oil so that I could go to the toilet. I was completely jammed by eating fiber. So
There it
I
is.
know
There's
it
the
doesn't
fiber.
work for me anymore. I don't believe anymore I need it. This cognitive
It's it's funny how similar every one of these stories ends up in the end. Like, no matter who you watch in these interviews on Dave Mag, the story ends up like the exact same at the end. Every single
dissonance,
time.
that has completely cleared.
It's almost
I
like
don't
there's some
think
logic to
anymore
it.
I need vegetables to be healthy because I've proven to myself now that I don't need it, because otherwise I wouldn't feel as good as I do. Because what's the best feedback? It's how your body feels. And if I was malnourished, if I was on a deficiency of any,
Get you one of them difficult loafs. Don't want none of that. And they're fighting for your life. That's one of them strip all the clothes off, butt naked on the shit, or cling it on for dear life kind of turds. Ain't nobody want that.
any vitamin or any mineral, I would notice it, because especially I'm turning 52 early next year. These things, you feel them in your body. When you're 25, you can ruin your body and just shake it off and you feel fine. But when you're in your 50s, you can't do that anymore. So if I needed vegetables, if I was really lacking something, I would have already noticed, you know. Second of all, I know I don't need the fiber. Third of all, I know it makes me bloated. So for me, it's purely backup food if there's truly nothing else there because I don't mind the taste. There's some vegetables I really like, and I do like the crispy, the crispy feeling, the
Get our
freshness
yellow belts.
of
That would
whatever
be nice to have my
tomatoes
first
or
year under my
iceberg
belt in
lettuce.
February.
So once in a while I'll do it. I mean, I might.
In February, I just wish I could say that I was a clean carnivore diet eater. Well, I mean, you know how it goes, man. Ups and downs, ups and downs. Like I said, I'm doing this line for all of us, man. Like I said, I'm staying locked in for 90 days. I'll show you guys it can be done. We can do it. What happens at the end of that 90 days? Different story. We're going to see what happens at the end of the 90 for sure.
Might get, like I said, I might get ostracized by some really militant carnivores, but I've spoken about this on my Instagram channel as well, that I really don't like militant carnivores either. You know, you do what feels best for you. But no, I will not go back to eating.
See, that's my mentality. Like, I'll preach carnivore to others. If they want to listen and they're interested, cool, man. We'll talk turkey all day. But if they have a different way they want to live or different diet they want to do, more power to them, man. Like I said, just don't force it on anyone. That's my big thing.
I will not go back to eating crap, that's for sure. I will not go back to to green juices. Oh my God. I didn't know there would ever be a day I would say that.
You dodged a bullet with the oxalates.
Holy smokes, right? I did. And I didn't realize that until later when I learned about oxalates. Like the amount of I would get fresh spinach from an organic farm here, and it would just go in by the handful into that juicer with kale and everything. It's amazing. I
used to fucking go hard on the spinach. I used to love spinach. Love it, love it, love it.
never got any oxalate dumping when I started carnivore. I never got the keto flu when I started carnivore.
No, you're good, Ron.
Really
Take
blessed.
off, brother. Go
Thank
get some
you
food,
that
man. You're good.
When I started carnivore, from day one, I only felt benefits.
Oh, you're good. We're
only
quieting
felt-
it down anyway. There's only 3 or 4 of us left in here, and I think 2 of those are my wife. I think it's just you, me, and Benny at this point. We're at 6:30 now. We're probably just gonna end it at 7 anyway. I have a lot of editing to do tonight. I got a lot of editing to do. I want to get to bed nice and early. Oh, okay. You met your mother-in-law. Gotcha. I thought you meant because you're watching the stream. Is that, brother? Don't do nothing on account of me. I appreciate it, Ron. You're a beast, man. Love you hanging around. You, Benny, all you guys, man.
I only felt
Carnivore,
great.
you're still there.
I never craved
Those are
any
carnivores that are
sweets.
even eating clean. Yeah. See, that's the thing. The hyper aggressive ones. There's the carnivore group I'm in on X, man. There's a lot of very, very aggressive. If you don't eat like this, you're a fucking retard type fucking guy. It's like, dude, I don't give a shit. Eat how you want to eat. Different strokes for different folks, man. You're gonna feel good a certain way, but you got to find what works for you. And for me, this do be it.
I never had any of the issues that I would say the majority of people have when they turn carnivore. Maybe it was because I wasn't eating a lot of processed foods anyway. So maybe my body was already cleaner. Yes, I was eating a lot of vegetables, but I wasn't.
See, and that's kind of like me when I came in. I was already on a very, very strict diet going into carnivore, so I think that's why my transition was super easy. Super easy
Coming
to do.
off Twinkies and I don't know, all the other crap that a lot of people in the Western world. I never drank Coke or Fantas or Sprites or any of these
Fanta, don't you want to? Fanta. Oh, excuse me.
things. So maybe my body was already
I missed
cleaner
the
and that
Fanta
helped
song.
me. I don't know. It's just all speculation.
Right. So, and you mentioned your girlfriend is like, maybe she's not carnivore, but she's kind of more, was like keto or something?
Well, she's more like me. I mean, I wouldn't.
Right.
Okay, so here's the thing. When I started looking into carnivore, I came to realize because, like I said, I got myself onto Instagram because I started my coaching practice, and there was all these carnivores, and then it was all like carnivore, and wow, you had one blueberry, you're not a carnivore, you're a bad boy, and I was like, ooh, this is very militant. So I started looking into carnivore, and then I found out that there's actually 2 types of carnivores, right? There's the facultative carnivores and there's the obligate carnivores. And obligate carnivores are like lions and cats, a lot of these cat types that basically they cannot digest vegetables. They just can't. They have to eat meat because otherwise they die. And then you got the facultative carnivores that get more than 70% of their caloric intake from animal products, but they can survive on vegetables, and even dogs are like that. And then I remembered, like, it's true, like in Thailand, a lot of the stray dogs, they get the scraps, they get the fried rice with chicken.
Tell you what, my dog has been a happy puppy ever since me starting carnivore, man. The amount of scraps he gets, oh my god. He started his day with a little puppy steak this morning. Oh my god, he couldn't have been happier.
They get the leftover pad thai, they get all the leftover food. They weren't great. They weren't doing necessarily great, but they were surviving. So I was like, that's interesting. So there is a type of carnivore that can survive on a diet that has less meat and more plant matter, but they don't necessarily thrive on it. And in my opinion, even though the whole world thinks we are omnivores, and of course the true carnivores believe that we are apex carnivores, I stand a little bit more in the middle. I don't think we're omnivores, but I do think we are facultative carnivores. So yes, my idea is we thrive on meat, but we can survive.
I like what this guy's saying. He's found something that works for him. He's throwing more veggies back into the mix. Like I said, I want to get back to a point where I can have avocado and stuff again. I think that'd be really, really good. Or at least get to back to the point where I can try it and see if it works for me. You know what I mean? But it's going to be a while. It's going to be a while before I get to a point where I realize what I can bring back in, what I can't. So
survive on plants, which basically means, for me and my girlfriend, coming back to your question, we eat mostly animal products, but if we do eat like a bite of salad or some tomatoes or something, it's okay. It's not gonna do us harm, because our body, in my opinion, can deal with some plant matter. And it depends per person, of course. Some people can. Some people eat a tomato, especially nightshades, and they feel absolutely terrible.
I miss tomatoes. My parents grow so many tomatoes in their garden every year. They just load me up every time I go there. I do miss a nice tomato. I do.
This is what you need to check in with yourself. But I've got a strong system, as we've seen with the oxalates in this.
You know what I used to eat a lot of was it's hard to eat anymore because Five Guys is so fucking expensive. But they have a bunless burger. They just wrap it in lettuce. It's a lettuce wrap burger with tomatoes and onions. Oh my god, dude! I used to eat those so much,
spinach.
so much.
So
Sorry
I can
for burping in
deal
the
with
mic.
some of these things. So if my mouth fancies this, I'll do it. I'm not going to be militant.
If my mouth fancies this, I'm stealing that line.
So, and this is the same for her. But yes, we will not touch seed oils, and we will not touch any processed foods either.
And
We're
I
just
get,
not doing it.
and I guess you're not sitting
I agree.
there.
It's obvious we can survive and be comfortable with some plant matter. Yeah, Rom, you're right. It's right. It's just one of the things you just got to test what you can have, what you can't. That's really what it is at the end of the day. Like I said, I just look forward to getting back to that point where I can try that again and see what happens. Maybe just a couple here and there.
Of corn and stuff like that.
Not like this past weekend where I had broccoli, but it was mixed into 5 gallons of pasta when I.
Right.
I don't eat corn anyway. Corn is not a food, man. I've never thought corn was a food. Never. Not even when I was a vegan.
Yeah,
I don't.
Get you some corn syrup and then do you real nice and good.
I 100% agree with you on that. Definitely.
Yeah, same with tofu. Even when I was a vegan, tofu is not food. And soy is one of those things that I came to realize my body cannot digest.
I'm curious on mushrooms too. I was always a huge portobello fan. Love me a nice portobello. Portobello and steak, portobello and burger. Oh my god, man, they're so good. I'm very, very curious to reintroduce mushrooms down the road as well.
Soy. If I eat soy, man, I won't tell you what happens.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of soy. I think anything that once you take it out the packet, it looks like a wet sponge you've just done the dishes with. It doesn't belong in your stomach, So, so can you talk a little bit about the coaching that you do? Is it specifically around nutrition, or do you also do like training?
Yeah.
I also agree that every person has an individual diet that works for them, but I think the base is, yeah, for sure. That's what I'm saying. 70-80% at least meat. Keep the protein, fats coming in, then kind of just see what you can have on top of that. yeah, all the veganism stuff. Like I said, if it works for them, they want to do it. More power to them. I'm not gonna give a shit unless they're the meat is murder ones. They'll give those vegan shit all day. But like I said, whatever works for these people. But you're 100% right. That is the way to go.
But my coaching is based. It's still evolving because I only started last year, so this may be quite interesting as well.
So with white button Muslims, cook the hell out of them very low in the bad plan stuff. Gotcha. Yeah, I'll definitely do that when I reintroduce.
Because you see how a business evolves. I started purely as carnivore and fitness. That was my name at the time, carnivore and fitness. So basically,
Patrick Meisure, he said he was on Instagram, right? He said he was on Instagram. Let's see if we could find him. Well, Patrick Meister. I spell it right. Patrick Meisure. Functional health coach. J-E-R. Patrick Meiser. I don't know which one of them is. Whoops. Functional life coach. Huh. Sorry, said Instagram, but maybe I was wrong on that. I think mushrooms have about 500 defensive chemicals, but cooking breaks them down. I love them personally. Yeah, I've always been a huge mushroom fan. Love them. Absolutely love some nice portobellos, some shiitakes.
Doing what I
so
do
good.
and help people with that same program because I knew that worked for me. And then through the feedback I get from people, I can tweak it. But I'm not a PT. I'm not a personal trainer. I don't have any license in that. I mean, I've been doing daily workout. Well, not daily, but 4 times a week workouts myself for the past 2.5, 3 years. So I have a bit of an understanding, but I didn't. I don't have.
I got to get back to getting my stretches in at least. I've been slacking this whole week, man. Knees and stuff have been hurting so bad. I at least got to get back to doing the yoga stuff. Yoga, my stretches, do that. Get some more videos out on that for you guys. Got to get back into it. I got to find something that's going to work for these knees. I have to because, man, it is just throwing me for an absolute loop right now. These 2.5 weeks waiting for this next appointment are going to be hell. I can't get injections again. I'm probably going to have to get injections again. I think is going to be the play here. But we're going to see, at least on the knee I priorly had surgery on, I might need to do a surgery in the near future here again, just for them to go in and clean stuff out and get it positioned right. I think to this day, after my knee dislocated, it's not aligned right. I think when they put it back together, the last surgeon fucked up because it just doesn't sit right. They're kind of like hinged on each other a little bit. My leg, my calf and everything else feels like it's not lined up where it should be down there. I think that's just making it tear itself apart 10 times faster.
Qualification in it. And people started to see me as a fitness coach as well. And I was like, okay, I need to back away from that. Because yes, I want fitness to be part, and especially if possible, body weight fitness. Because I started focusing on 40 people over 40, and it's just easier, especially when you've never done anything, to get injured when you start lifting weights. I wanted people to start with body weight. It's just less injury prone. But I'm not a personal trainer. So I needed to move away from that idea, which I didn't realize that people would have, that I'm a personal trainer. So I moved more into focusing on nutrition, on carnivore, but using also fitness as a tool.
It's kind of a give and take thing, Rom, for sure, with the shroomies. Help my acid reflux with the fiber made doses rough. Yeah, for sure. It's kind of win some, lose some with them, it sounds like. But like I said, we'll see what happens. See, I'm curious, though. The best deuce I've had in a minute was on the cheat weekend, which is very confusing for me. Like, the healthiest, most formed, easiest, literally on cheat weekend. It was very, very strange. Very, very strange.
Because for me, I don't want people who are just coming in for weight loss. I want people who just want to feel awesome. Not because they want to shed 20 kilos. That's a byproduct. I don't even ask people anymore how much they weigh. I don't want to know how much you weigh. I want to know your measurements, like your body measurements. Now,
very,
in a month,
little fiber.
in 3
yeah,
months.
I think I might be one of the ones that needs just a little bit coming in. Because I'm assuming that's what it is. I had Brussels sprouts, I had broccoli, I had a whole bunch of stuff. So maybe that's what it was to kind of firm things up a little bit. Because, man, it's just been molten magma the whole time on carnivore. It's getting old for sure.
6 months. That's what I care about. I want to know whether you have to buy new clothes because you just simply, the pants are falling off your ass. Those are the things that I care about. I want to
Tell you what, I think the end of the line diet, also another reward we're going to go for a win here for myself, is at the end of the line, if I can hit my goal that I set in the day one lion video, it is officially going to be time for some new clothes, because it's already getting there. Stuff is starting to fall right off me at this
see
point.
your photos in the mirror.
Eating enough fat to go properly. I mean, I'm around, let's see. Let's look at my last little bit here. Oh, today was crazy light. Yesterday was 120 grams. Day before, 134. 97 the day before that. 115, 142, 120 grams, 114. I'm right between like 120 to 140 for the most part. Today was crazy light. I'm on 53 grams today. It's nowhere near enough. Nowhere near enough. I'm in my head with the weigh-in tomorrow and everything. I'm so afraid to go eat more tonight and have that scale look like shit again in the morning. I got a burger out there. Maybe I'll have some. Like, I'm not even hungry right now. It's tough. It's tough. So afraid to go high in the calories and not be at my deficit.
Now, in a month, in 3 months, in 6 months, that's what I care about. But I don't, weight loss is a byproduct. So I've stepped away from weight loss. But part, of course, is also, especially when you're older, as we're losing a lot of muscle, and especially women, once they go through perimenopause and then menopause, is
protein's
exercise.
free. Protein's free. I'm at like 200, close to 270 grams of protein today. So you just focus on fat. Yeah, protein just comes with it. Doesn't matter. You're always going to hit your protein goal. What do you eat? What do you say your average is a day for how many grams? Just rough guess. You don't have to be super exact, but
we don't exercise enough. In my opinion, you cannot just only be healthy on a carnivore diet. You need to move your body in ways that it's supposed to be moved. So I also kind of moved away from kind of one directional movement. Let's say I'm still doing them for sure, but just doing squats and push-ups, to more functional movement, right? Where you rotate, for example, your body. Because what you want is when you're 75 years old.
Wait. I'm pretty sure I've seen this dude before. If he does average 100, fat maybe 200 plus, okay. So yeah, you're like the opposite of me. I'm usually 120 to 140 on fat, and then protein I'm around usually 160 to 170. Days like today way more, but I ate lean. The 2 steaks I had didn't have a ton of fat today. And then bottom round roast. I love those bottom round roasts, but I got to get a fattier cut of meat. Those bottom round roasts just don't have any fat. I was like the tiniest little layer of fat on the backside. And everything that rendered down, man, I pulled every scoop of liquid out of that crock pot today. I got as much as I could. And even that, I calculated it at 2 different websites and double-checked and cross-checked. And yeah, I'm at like 53 grams. It's not a lot.
Have massive biceps. You don't want to have to turn your body like this when somebody talks to you. You still want to be able to just turn around quickly, because your body moves in more than one direction. It's not just up and down. So I was like, okay, this is interesting. Maybe I want to kind of turn things around a little bit, or evolve, I should say, and make it all more functional.
I'm sure.
Functional movement, but also functional carnivore, because I came to notice when I worked with women, men on a pure meat diet, and again, I'm talking about the majority of my clients are like late 40s, 50s, early 60s. Men, put them on a meat diet, that works amazing. Women doesn't always on a pure meat diet. For some it does, but not for all women it works. And depending on where they are in this cycle, they can really benefit from some carbohydrates. So it's like, okay, so I need to step away from being too militant myself and start working what works best with every.
That was starting to happen to me with fish when I was still doing carny. The high-fat fish I was still doing great with. Salmon, catfish, all that stuff that's got the fat was really, really good. But cod, tuna steak, stuff like that have like literally zero fat on them. Just pure protein. pure protein. I was starting to find those quite unappealing. Chicken as well. I was not having a good time with chicken. Got rid of that. Pork, really wasn't eating a ton of pork. Bacon was it. Bacon was really it. I do miss bacon. Nice crispy bacon sounds good right now. But like I said, also we'll see some more with the blood tests coming up. I got a few more weeks before those, and we'll figure out more then. I want to see the B1 and stuff, and triglycerides and all that. I'm super excited to see all that stuff. I really can't wait to see where my numbers are.
Everybody. So basically, become a functional carnivore. So now I had functional exercise, functional fitness, functional movement, whatever you want to call it, and functional carnivore. So I started to work with those two. And then I also, and I love it how you just see yourself evolve over time. You know, you don't become a coach and then that's it. And that's what you do for the rest of your life. This program, you just see how things evolve. Then I, of course, came to realize what an important part sleep is as well.
See, that's like
'Cause you can eat the best.
all I ate. Breast, yeah, that's all I ever had around was thighs, skin on thighs. And yeah, even those, I don't know, something about chicken. I just lost my taste for chicken along the way. Pork buck's good. Pork buck. Buck. I can't talk tonight. I can't talk
Diet
ever.
in the world.
Sometimes
You
I
can do
just
the
can't
most
brain.
amazing movement, but if your sleep is crap, sleep is where your body heals. Again, when you're older, even more so. So then I started to base my coaching on 3 pillars: functional nutrition, functional carnivore.
Fun enough, chicken thighs is what we had at my wedding. Those are big wedding dinners. Chicken thighs, Sammy's. Ciabatta bread, Cooper cheese.
Functional movement and sleep. And that's where I am now. So I'm again changing my kind of name and branding to reflect that more. So as we speak now, December 2025, I'm doing a slight rebrand. The approach is still the same. Actually, the approach has evolved. So I work one-on-one with people, in groups with people, and I have launched, but I'm still playing around with it, a self-study program, 8-week self-paced program, all based upon these 3
It's
pillars.
gross, but it
So
tastes good.
functional
Yeah, I
nutrition,
feel you on
which
that
is
one.
basically carnivore. But I just don't want to use the word carnivore too much in order to have a wider reach and not be banned. Functional movement and sleep. And that's what I'm doing
10
now.
pounds yesterday.
And I love it because I do it myself. My sleep is amazing, has always been good, but it's even better now. I track my sleep with my Apple Watch.
I figured. I know you're an eater, my man. I know you're an eater, brother, but I didn't think you were going to get 10 pounds out of it.
I analyze my sleep. I know when I'm ready to work out. I just want people, it's almost like a biohack, if you wish. If you know what your sleep is like, if you know what your nobody's heard about HRV. If you know about your if you know about HRV, if you know about your TSB, if you know about all these things that a smartwatch, for example, can measure, especially again, as you're older, you know where your body is ready to grind or it needs a rest, or it needs some yoga or a light walk. And this kind of optimization of your
sugary
health,
Coke to wash it
especially
down,
at
maybe.
older age, that's what I really want to help people with. Because
no sugary
Cokes
I
just
for
want
anyone.
them to feel as great as I feel. And I feel better than I've ever felt before. And I hear so many people say that. I feel better than I was 30. Surely I'm
Open
older.
the bottomless
but
pit.
it's
Oh,
even
yeah,
more
dude.
awesome
Open the
because I have the
floodgates. You
wisdom
know
of
how it
being
goes.
older with the energy of being young. It's the best of both worlds.
Wow. And so how can people find you on Instagram or any other place online?
Sure. So on Instagram, you can find me on functional.healthcoach. On TikTok, it's also functional.
Okay, so functional dot life coach. Is it one word? Functional life coach. I am not seeing this guy. Functional life coach. What about TikTok? Ricky Ticky Ticky Tock. I don't even have TikTok up. Functional life coaching. S life coach. Is this him? 4 posts? No, not looking like it. We'll try and find him a little bit later on. But that was a phenomenal little Dave Mack interview. Again, guys, Dave Mack, you all know him. Smash his like, blow up his comments.
Health coach. YouTube is Functional Health Coaching. And online, my website is patrickalexander.coach.
I've heard those feral hogs taste disgusting, Rob. I've heard that's why, like, so many people I've heard say this, like, oh yeah, hunt them down and cook them bad boys up. I've heard their meat is incredibly tough and just stinks. And again, I haven't had it, so I could be wrong. That's just the rumor mill I've heard is the feral hog populations down there, they taste like absolute shit.
And that links still to my Functional Carnivore website today, this month, but I'm in the transition of bringing it over. But because I've been going through these changes, I would like people when they...
Oh, was I doing Functional Health Coach? Functional Health Coach. I think I did Life Coach. That's what it is. Functional.health. Patrick Alexander. That's his fucking name, right? Patrick Meager. Functional.health coach. Hey, it's him. I heard the small ones are great. Anything under 50 pounds is supposed to be good. His 70-pound piglets are the best. Oh, wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me. Nice and young still. I mean, it's just free reign to go kill those things down there, right? I mean, they're like mega invasive. I know Texas is getting flooded with those things. All right, so we got him added on Instagram as well. So if you want to find Patrick here and more of his story, his coaching and stuff like that, looks like he's got a lot of stuff on here. It's functional.healthcoach over at Instagram. Give him a look-ski. Guess he's also on TikTok, but I know your opinion on TikTok. This way. All right, so we are done with this.
Watch this video in a year's time, not go like, oh, all the links are broken. So patrickalexander.coach will be my main domain name. If you're watching this live or pretty much live, you will be redirected. If you watch this in a few months, that's where you find me.
Awesome. I'll link to all of those in the show notes. Patrick, thank you so much for coming on and sharing your story and experience. I really appreciate your time.
Excellent. Thank you so much for having me here, Dave. And yeah, everybody could feel just so much better. And this is my goal. I just want to make people feel better than they've ever felt before.
Yeah, it's functional.health coaching. I found him. I just found him, Benny.
Feeling great.
Yeah, we got him right here on Insta.
Most people don't realize
I just sent him a message. He's got tons of stuff on here.
How crappy they feel until they feel good. And that's just my goal. So the more I can talk about this with people like you or anybody, or even at parties, I talk to people. And whenever I find a little
we tracked him down.
I'll just try to sneak it in and see if there's opening within someone. Again, I don't want to preach, but if there's an opening within someone to improve their lives, I want to help them out with it. So having these conversations like with you, it's amazing because, man, everybody should feel amazing. And everybody has every reason to.
All right, so we're going to find him on here too. We're also going to sub to him on the YouTubes. He also has a YouTube channel at Functional Health Coaching. Oh, okay, you found the YouTube one too, but I'm assuming you're finding the YouTube one. I had to track him down all over the place. I'm on too many platforms. It gets to be so much to keep up with for a while. So much to keep up with. All right, so we did our Anthony Chaffee. We did that. Boys, I owe you one more set of reps, and then we might actually just, we're going to keep going for a little bit here. We got a bunch of people in here, so we're going to keep going. I owe some reps. We're going to get some jams going. You guys let me know what you want to do. You guys got some awesome videos to react. You got anything you've been watching lately we should check out? Let me know. And we'll jam out for a little bit. Maybe we'll edit some more. We'll figure something else out. I'm going to get these reps in. I'm going to take a 5-minute break, and we'll be right back. I guess I did that wrong because I'm staying here to do the reps. Jams! Whoop, wrong way. Ooh, I'm feeling the burn on these today. Venti, yes. See, we got a whole bunch of people in here lurking, man. We love lurkers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing night, man. Hope you had a really good day. Guys said you guys got stories you want to tell, feel free, man. I love hearing guys' stories. You guys got reacts you want to see, let me know, man. Bring them on. Hey, he seems like he's got some really interesting videos, Benny. I'm going to check him out a little bit. Seems like a super cool dude. So he's not a PT. Maybe he's got some joint healing stuff. Over 1,000 carbs a day? Hell yeah, dude. You find a couple, we'll do it, man. Link them up. Oh, you probably can't post links the way YouTube's set up and restream. I want to do more 600-pound life stuff. We were having a blast doing that 600-pound life, and I got copyrighted on that shit, so... Well, I got copyright ruled. There's no strike, luckily. I have not got an actual copyright strike. I've never understood HGH, roids, all that stuff, dude. Whew, Keep these arms working, man. We gotta get this flab off these arms. Let's go. Woo! reps done for the night. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, boys, my water is completely empty. I'm going to go top up on this. Be right back.
I see the sparks you throw my way. I know your name is written on everyone's mind. Your whole show is captivating me, but don't think that I can see right through that disguise. But when you got close to me, you had me falling so hard, baby, yeah, now I get it. You got heads turning, and you don't even try. Well, would you look at that? My glass is empty, How about I get another drink, baby, Okay, I get it. You got fire burning, right there in your eyes. So when you got
Oh, yeah.
Lions roaring in the morning sun, searching for a longer day.
So here we are, 6 a.m., Lion Diet, day number 4. I'm feeling good. Feeling a lot better than I have been after this cheat weekend here the last little bit. Just got off the scale. Again, no sneak peek. We got a big weigh-in tomorrow. I guaranteed you guys 5 pounds down this week. We're looking good, all I'm going to say. For today, we have 2
Oh my God, I can't say.
bottom round roast. It's going to be delightful. We're going to throw this in the crock pot.
Surrender.
Salt it up. We might add a little tallow.
What are we doing? Sorry, I had to reply to those. So we are 7:16. We're gonna go till 7:30 tonight, gentlemen. We'll go another 15 minutes or so here. We'll find something to tinker around and do in the meantime. Maybe we'll try to edit here some more. I have a tremendous amount of editing to do tonight to get this video out tomorrow. So we are gonna work on this for a brief minute and spend some time bullshitting. And then I'll bid you all adieu. Alright, so what were we trying to do here? You want to trim that. Surrender.
Welcome back.
Surrender.
It has been...
I do want to try and get some of that functional movement stuff going soon, I think. Just loosey-goosey movements. I have a friend who's real into yoga who's been sending me a lot of stuff. Be very, very worth checking it out, I think. Surrender. Oh, surrender. Surrender. You know what? I think that's going to look a little better than that other one we were doing. I think that looks a lot better. That looks a lot better than that digitalized glitch stuff. Stretch region. I'll apply it to there. Alright, and let's see if we screwed that up this time. Fucking arm flap. Jesus, dude.
Welcome back. My friend, it has been, well, a week to remember. My cheat weekend really got out of hand.
So that's all junk.
Well, let's start with the bad. Lesson learned on the whole thing. Still just absolutely cannot believe it manifested the weight back on that fast.
Fuck my lines up.
Puppy really needs you to stop.
Yeah, Rom, I was seeing something about that earlier. We're actually going to be able to import small trucks and stuff again. Fucking the auto stop start switches. Yep. Yeah. I saw those auto stop start switches, man. Fucking those are finally going to be disabled. That's pretty fucking cool too. That is the biggest nightmare. My truck is a 2019, and it's got that shit where every time you come to a stoplight or anything, or you come to a stop, it shuts your engine off, and it just stresses the ever-living piss out of your starter. And I hate it. I fucking hate it. And I can manually turn it off, but every time I shut the truck off, it resets it, and I have to turn it off every single time. I saw that was something else there. It made it optional, probably for California shit. They're still going to be required to have it for emissions bullshit. So, and if California is stuck having it, that generally means most of us are stuck fucking having it too, because they all want to sell the vehicles in Cali, because there's what, 50 million motherfuckers out there.
Really got out of hand. Welcome back, my friends. It has been, well, a week to remember. My cheat weekend really got out of hand.
Insert Ron Burgundy. That escalated quickly. See how this goes.
Welcome back.
See, that's just a stretch region, though. I feel like it could be so much better. Huh. Well, that's interesting. I'm going to have to see on that. These attach. Okay, so that goes. Oh.
Really got out of hand.
Benny, next time we stream, we'll definitely look at some big old bubble gut bodybuilders. We'll definitely do that. Definitely do that. Yeah. Unfortunately, tonight I do got many hours. Or is it 7:30? I'll probably be editing till 10, 11 o'clock tonight and get this video done for tomorrow. Super pumped to get this one out. I don't want to wait anymore either, because cheat weekend already ended 4 days ago, and here I am making a video. Oh my god, I can do like a news intro. Oh my god, I can work with that. With me. How do I remove an effect? Did you get out there and get some food yet, Rom? Are you still stuck there?
Welcome back, my friends. It has been, well, a week to remember. My cheat weekend really got out of hand.
Okay, so here's Sir Ron Burgundy there.
So, let's start with the bad. Lesson learned on the whole thing. But, just to put it in perspective of how things really got, let's go over some things here. Number one, the scale. Last Monday, I was at so, let's start with
The bus driver gig, so I have to do this drive for Herb. Yeah, you're saying what? How far is the commute you got right now, Rom? Is it like 45 minutes, an hour, or something like that? I, too, enjoy time with my wife.
Cannot believe it manifested way back on that film.
Oh, I got so much to get through. I got re-edits, reshoots, and stuff I got to do. So, gentlemen, I am probably going to call it right there. I have a lot of editing stuff to do. I'm sure you don't want to sit here just watching me drool, looking at the screen, trying to figure out how I'm going to do all this stuff. Super looking forward to tomorrow. We got Scale In. That'll be up at 2 p.m. normal time. 45 in the morning. Houston Shires makes an hour 30 long and getting home in the afternoon. Yeah, I'm sure. I remember fucking, dude, the 290. When I was going to Louisiana to work from Austin, I brought the 290 down into Houston, dude. If I caught that shit at the wrong time, I'd be in Houston for 2 fucking hours, dude. I know exactly what you're talking about. It is nightmare fuel. 290 to the I-10 in Houston. Woo! Always a fun time. Always a fun time. But we are going to end it on that note. We're doing some editing in. Weigh in 2 p.m. tomorrow. I will have this video out sometime in the evening. Probably a little earlier. I think a lot of people get out of work on Fridays and want to go party and stuff and not watch videos. So we'll probably shoot for this one to come around at 4 or 5 o'clock. Benny, good night, brother. Thank you so much for hanging out. Rom, you're an absolute beast. Get home, get some food, spend some time with the wifey. Whoever else is lurking, my wifey, whoever else is here, thank you so much for hanging out. Lurking is love. Don't matter if you're here chatting, you're here hanging out, man. I love you for it. So, you guys have an excellent night. I'll have videos out tomorrow. Catch me in the Discord if you need me for anything. Y'all have a good one.